Thank you.
You are quite welcome. It's good to have you in our studio. We are blessed that you join us today to discuss issue of national concern. I've elevated this to be national concern because the individual in question is a Speaker of the Republic of Liberia, His Honor Richie Cohn. So it's good to have you. As you said, Stanton, I want to tell my story. Folks home and abroad must hear me. And this is the People's Program. This is for all Liberian home and abroad. And we wouldn't have denied you any further, but to say, yes, you are welcome to join us. So thank you for joining us. And we'll be having a wonderful show.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know, Damos Langer, one of the deputy managing director, the producer at Spoon Network, Nelson Colette, our reporter and producer here on Spoon Network. We have Councilor Kanyo back, but our councilor is coming in with 2 live feed. Can we remove one diamond, please? Well, sure. We got Councilor Kanyo Bagbala is here as well. The rest of the guys will be joining us, but we want to give you the chance for the Liberian people to hear you. Why are you here today? Tell your story, and then we'll ask you some questions.
All right. I want to thank the Spoon family for inviting me on this platform, the biggest platform in the country, fighting for our country, trying to make things right. And I'm here today to explain my story because I've been very, very patient for over 10 years. And I went through a lot. And I'm not here to say Cecilia or Mrs. Cohn versus another woman. That's not what I'm here for. I've been trying to get my divorce, and this man will not give me my divorce. So that's why I'm here to tell my story. I filed for Richie, I think 2012. But before then, he had been back and forth in the States because he's a professor at the University of Liberia at the time. So he will come visit the States and then he will go back. So I filed for him. I filed for his father. I filed for 4 people when I did the filing that time. One of my girlfriends and another person.
And can you go back a little bit before you get to the filing, though?
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about you and Richie, your engagement, your relationship, why you filed for him. Can we do that, please?
I filed for Richie because he was my boyfriend. And like I said, he had been going back and forth to the States through LU. Sometimes they would send him on conference or little training. And then he would come and then he would go back. So I filed for 4 people through the U.S. military because I served the U.S. military 16 years. I'm a U.S. Navy veteran. So I also filed for Richard's father, like I said, because his dad and my dad were like very, very good friends. So I know the family. Richard came to the States, and when I looked after maybe 1 or 2 weeks, Richard brought in another woman. I was living in Frederick, Maryland, 5792 Indian Cedar Court, Frederick, Maryland, USA. And before he brought the woman, he said, oh, my friend wife is supposed to come on a I-20 program. So she got nowhere to stay. And my friend asked me, you know, if we can lodge her. So I said, okay. So the lady came to the house, Gifty Fakai, and both of them live in the house. You know, I will go to work. You know, when you come, you don't have papers to work. So you stay home. So after some time, I started seeing the woman, you know, her stomach started protruding. So I said, oh, Richard, the woman pregnant? Then he said, yeah, her husband supposed to be coming. Then I said, okay. I too have my 2 boys in the house. Maybe they were about, the other one maybe were about 5 or 6 years old, and the other one about, I would say 11, 12 at the time. Single mom. So we're all there. And then after a while, you know, I was in a townhome where it was like 2 stories and 2 other people in the house. So I decided there were 3 bedrooms. So Rachel and I were in one room, the woman in one room. The basement was my other son, and then the other room, my other son. But my kids were on boarding school. Girard College. So they just used to come home, like, on the weekend. So I would leave them there, go to work. They're using current, they're using everything you can think about. I'm paying the bills. Because at the time, Rachel did not have document to work. So they decided to move to West Virginia. I got a 3-level townhome, so everybody can be okay. So I moved there. They moved there with me. He moved there again with the lady. Said the lady husband will soon be coming. By the time the woman is nearing delivery, so the baby was born in my house. All this thing I did not even know until immigration. I got the papers here at immigration. I don't know, they put FBI, whatever they put behind him. They chronicle every step that he took. So when Richard got his work permit, well, the first thing, then later on came the green card. Everything went fast. Like I said, we the military, we have different land that we file for people. And you have to have a good income, to even bring somebody to the States. So everything was okay. He got his paper like quick. So Richard got a green card and a work permit. He said, oh, this lady, she got an aunt in Rhode Island. So she want to be with the aunt. So when the husband comes, she already had a baby, then, they will move there. So I said, okay. He said, but I would take them there, and I will come back. So Rachel went over there, stay for some time. The address is 144 something. Is all in this immigration document that I came to find out later on. So they moved there. Then he called me and said, oh, I think I will find a job over here. I think they're paying better over here in Rhode Island. Pawtucket was the city. So he was there. Before I moved to West Virginia, when I filed for Rachel and Rachel came, Rachel's son died. It was like a mysterious death. The school went on a trip. The labor left in the water of everybody. So, at the time, I didn't think anything of it. He came back home. He had a first wife here in Liberia, who he divorced before he married me. While we were in Frederick was when Rachel proposed marriage to me. We were sitting there on the deck. And he said, oh, instead of me going back and forth, why not we just get married? That way I can just stay. So I said, no problem. When he came to bury his son, wherever, he came back with his divorce paper. Because no man should come to you and you don't ask him for divorce paper. So I saw the divorce paper with the red seal, dated, I think, June 2015. The date is in this paper. We got married. We got married on July 29, 2015. Rachel's birthday is July 27. And we're trying to get married on her birthday, but because, you have to apply and the people give you what available. So we got married in Delaware County, July 29, 2015. So we've been married for over 10 years. So we moved down to West Virginia. He fast forward, he went down to the Rhode Island. He was coming back and forth. So now he decided, he will handle all the immigration papers. I'm busy with my job. I'm busy with the military. At the same time, I'm busy with the CDC campaign. At the time, I was the DMV chapter for the CDC. We're busy about, moving the then Unity Party to put in a new government. So I'm busy. I'm back and forth. He handling all these papers. When I look, he started changing addresses. And one at a time, he said, oh, I want to go to Massachusetts. My cousin is coming. So I said, okay, so Rachel went to Massachusetts. What happened there? What ain't happened there? Apparently, maybe he met somebody there. Rachel changed the address of our house with immigration for all the documents to be going over there. I didn't know. So he had his work permit. He had his green card. The next thing, fast forward 2021, I started my campaign to run for representative in District 17, Monserrado County. So I used to go to Liberia, come back and forth. So Rachel has switched everything. He said, oh, I ran before, I didn't win, I'm trying to run. I said, okay. So he ran in 2017. He won his bid. Through me, he was able to be financially equipped. And he used to come and go, come and go. So if you look at one of the immigration papers, you even see Representative Kuhn, you know, where the people address letter to him. I have filed for the children, the first wife children. We did a DNA, none was for him. And so Rachel was in Liberia. I used to come and go all the time. Then, to my surprise, he said, oh, the mother died. 5 people died in the house. So I said, well, how come? His mother, his brother, his sister, another neighbor, daughter or son. So I said, how come? So I was able to send money for all of them here too. At the time, everybody was sorry. At the time, we did not know Rachel killed these people. At the time, it didn't even occur to me that Rachel killed these people. Rachel used to go to Nigeria back and forth, back and forth. Rachel is a Nigerian. Rachel is not a Liberian. I will tell the world today, I will tell the Liberian people that Rachel Namwekun, your speaker, is not a Liberian, but rather a Nigerian. Here is his birth certificate. On the birth certificate, his mother name is Miss Lucky, but on here he put Kun to make it look like, you know, his dad married the mother. On our marriage certificate, which I looked at, he got his mother real name there already. That to just show you some of the fraudulent things that he been doing. When I pay for Rachel's father, because of the close relationship with my own family, this is my own birth certificate. My mother, father names are on there, but they are in the United States. When I traveled to the United States, I took my mom and my dad. They are still alive. So the 5 people died mysteriously. During the 2023 election, when he and countrymen were going back and forth, and then the people started accusing him or considered good, I guess, were running to in our district 11. And then they started, you know, accusing him. They said, but you killed your mother just for power. So then I started to think. I said, it might be because how come all of a sudden his son died, he became representative, his mom died, you know, he running for office, all these things. He goes to Nigeria, you know, so much. Like he has sold his soul to the devil. Okay, and he's not a Liberian. When I sent for his dad told me, say, oh, when I met the mother, you know, the woman, like, you know, just in that time, she said she's pregnant. So I'm not sure is they born for me. You know, the woman is a Nigerian woman. She came from Nigeria. So that was the situation.
So, madam, sorry to interrupt you. What's your, how you pronounce your Paul? Is that Kepor or Paul?
In Liberia, is Paul, is the Johnny Paul family. Okay. In America, you know, they say Kepor. So you write the way you pronounce it.
So you mind if I call you Mistress Kuhn, right?
Yes, I'm Mistress Kuhn, the original.
Okay, so let's get back into some of the question. I don't want to take the time to talk whether he's a Nigerian or he's not, right? You can say that. I don't want to, you know, say he killed his family, his mom, his father. We got nothing to prove. You, the wife, you can say that. But I want us to get back to you and Richard Kuhn. You met Richard Kuhn, the speaker, Richard Kuhn, in Liberia. Are you related to him? There's this information that you and Richard Kuhn have sisters and brother, or 4 sisters and brother. Do you have any, with exception of the marriage, right? You have any relationship, you know, siblings relationship with Richard Kuhn?
I'm not related to Richard. Richard lies a lot, and all his lies will come out today. I'm not related to Richard. When things happen, maybe he's saying it to the girls, you know, to make them say, okay, he's free or something, but I'm not nowhere related to Richard Kuhn. I'll show you my birth certificate. I'll show you his birth certificate. My parents are in the U.S. His parents are dead.
Your parents knew Richard's parents?
Yeah, they knew it. My father knew his dad. They were friends. And I got to know his family.
You guys grew up in the same community?
Not really. Not really, but my dad was friends with his father. And that's how I know, you know.
I want to go back because Richard is very adamant. He said you are his sister.
I will be sister to a Nigerian man. And nowhere in my family I got Nigerian. Nowhere.
Did your dad or your mother had a family relationship with Richard, father or mother?
If my dad had family relationship with Richard,
your dad or your mother had a relationship.
My father was friends with his dad. They were friends.
Friends, or Kanyo, your finger is disturbing us. You want to put the phone down and do that, Kanyo, please? If you do that with your finger, you are live and it's distracting, please. So my issue is that what I'm saying to you, Kanyo, you are distracting us with your finger. I don't know what, let's put you in the back to work on that problem. What I'm saying to you is that your father or your mother had any relationship, family relationship with Richard Kun's father or mother?
No, they are not related.
Okay. So this thing about you being his half sister or his sister or his cousin,
nope.
It's not true.
It's not true.
Okay, so how you guys got into the relationship?
We met at the University of Liberia. He's very, very smart when it comes to accounting. We did a class together, and he kind of helped me, you know, with my work, with my school work.
Okay, and he helped you with your school work. Let's just go into it, and you guys kick off when?
And then the war came. Everybody went their way. Everybody went their way. Like I said, the university, after things settled, they used to send him for training, and we got connected. And then, you know, we started going out.
Maybe we'll understand you better. You and Richard Kun were in the university and prior to the war, correct?
Yes.
The war came, everybody fled for their life. And you found yourself here in America?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How did you get back to Richard Kun? How you guys reconnected?
We reconnected because Richard came to the States. He phoned me. I know how he phoned me. The university sent him to, I think, South Dakota. And when he found out I was in upstate New York, instead of going there, he put that he was coming to me. And at that time, the people even denied him. They said, if you say you're going to school or for a school program, why are you going to upstate New York? So true friends. But I know he found me, and he used to always come to the States, and we'll be together.
Let me go back on that. Richard Kun used your address to come to America the first time?
No, the university, I think they sent him to either South Dakota for training. And then he wanted to come to me before going there. So probably he didn't know that when you say they sent for you to go somewhere, that's where you're supposed to go. But then he was in contact with me, and he put my address that he wanted to come and visit first, you know, before going.
So you gave Richard your address?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then Richard came to America. He met you, and you guys kick it off?
Yeah. And then he proposed marriage. He proposed marriage in 2015. I sent for him in 2012. He came around 2013.
So let's slow down. How long it took you and Richard before he proposed to you?
I would say about 2 years.
Okay, you guys went back and forth for 2 years.
Yeah, he went back and forth on the university program, going back and forth on visitor visa.
Okay, so then he proposed to you. You sent for him, or
then in 2012, I wrote for him to come because he used to go back because, you know, he was not like a permanent resident, so going back visitor visa. So 2012, I wrote for him. Like I said, 4 people I wrote for, and then he came for some kind of training. Then he went back, and then when he came now, he stayed.
Let's understand, and we're bringing Kanye and the rest of the guys. Let me understand. Richard Kun had an opportunity to come and go, correct?
Yes.
You had nothing to do with that.
Yes. At the time, yes.
At the time. But you sent for Richard Kun before he proposed to you, or he proposed to you, he went back to Liberia, then he came back. I'm trying to get it clear.
I wrote for Richard to come to the States, and while we live in Frederick, one day on a deck, Rachel said, "But why we can just get married?" I'm going back and forth. The university sending me, I'm going back and forth. But then I did not know that all this time Rachel was coming, he had been trying to stay. This immigration paper that I have in my hands,
We'll get there. We got an immigration paper. Yeah, we will get there.
A chronicle, everything that Rachel had been coming, he been coming to apply for 485.
We have the paper. We have the paper. We'll get to that paper. We'll share it. Okay. But I want to understand. I really want to understand. You wrote immigration, or you wrote the embassy for Richie Kun to come. Can you tell us that story?
Yes, I wrote immigration, and Richie came to me, and Richie stayed. We got married July 29.
You wrote immigration that Richie should come visit, that Richie coming as your fiance, that Richie coming as your husband, Richie coming as your brother. What was the letter that you sent to the embassy or immigration, asking the immigration that Richie coming is coming on what visa?
I was graduating with my master's in health services administration that year, and I invited him to come for my graduation. So Richie was coming like as a family friend.
Okay, so he was coming just to attend the graduation ceremony.
Yes.
All right. Do you have a copy of that letter you sent with immigration?
I can search for it. It been a long time. I can look somewhere, but it's been a while.
Okay, and they granted Richard the visa.
1 year visa.
Okay, and then he came.
I'm in the military, so we have privileges.
You got special privilege, and to say this, let me put this up real quick. This is your olden time picture. That's you, right?
Yeah, that's me. Many years ago.
Maybe, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's you, and want to say thank you for your services to the great America, and congratulations to you. And then Richard came, and to start, let me bring the other guys. I got tons of questions I put down. I'm going to bring in Councilor Bala. Welcome to the show, Kev Hassan. Emmanuel George, it's good to see you. More folks joining us today. Folks, share the show. We will get into this story. We will know actually whether Richard Kun will respond or not, but we want to hear the truth because he is the Speaker of the Republic of Liberia. We are not discussing Mandela Cooper. I got nothing on Mandela Cooper history. What you want to do? We are discussing Richard Kun. Councilor, let's hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Well, thank you, Stanton. And let me say welcome to Madam Paul. Is it Paul?
Yes, the Liberian way that's Paul. You got it right.
Okay. Welcome, Madam Paul. I just like to start my comments by saying, and Stanton will tell you very well that on this platform, we try to get to the bottom of things. It's not personal, at least I don't take it personal. But what we try to do is just to unearth the truth. And sometimes the way we say it, and I'm glad that you had service. So as a former military person, I'm sure you can take some hits and you take it in good faith. So whatever I say, take it from the point that we just want to get to the bottom of what is actually happening.
Come closer to your device, Carrion. We'll hear you better.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, if you come closer, it's better, please.
Can you hear me?
You're good.
Yes.
You're good. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you're trying to take me off my rhythm, CEO, but I mean, we still get back in rhythm. At least I've established with Madam Paul that this is nothing personal. I see she's taking all her glasses now, so it's getting serious. So that we can get to the bottom of exactly what is happening around here. I mean, you made some very, I don't know what to say, interesting comments, which, as a lawyer, there are certain things we talk about the credibility of a witness.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody gives information, there are certain things they say, not necessarily because of the actual aspect, but that lead us to want to believe everything they say or to start to disbelieve some of the things they say. And like I said, this is nothing personal, and I hope you see it in that regard. For example, and Stanton went there with you accused Speaker Kun of killing his family members.
Mm-hmm.
You said that here publicly. That's a grave allegation. Then after you accused him of killing his family members, you came back and you said it died mysteriously. Now I'm struggling which one to believe, because you uttered both. Did they die mysteriously? Because when somebody or people die mysteriously, we don't know what killed them. But then you are the same person in the same breath saying that Speaker Okun killed these people. So what do we believe? Secondly, you come again and you say that Speaker Okun is a Nigerian. And we all know him to be a Liberian, as evidence and shown by his various documentation, even when you are trying to process it like you say. But you say he's Nigerian. You provide no evidence about his being Nigerian. Then you come back and say, oh no, I don't have evidence, but his past said he met a man and it looked like a man was pregnant when we met him, so therefore he's Nigerian. That's why you say what his past say, his father passed away, I don't know when, raising issues as to his paternity, which we have no evidence for, but you claim again that he's Nigerian. I'm speaking about the credibility of a witness, because you are the witness here. You are telling all things. Two things now that you're giving me, at least objectively, as I'm looking at it, is making me to think like, where is this coming from? Then again, you come back and you say that he came to America via the University of Liberia, South Dakota. And then Stanton pushed to ask you, how did you guys meet? And your explanation again was somehow, again, no offense, wishy-washy. Oh, he found me somehow. Oh no, then he came and said he was looking for me. But as somebody who you were married to, and I know maybe it's just me, I would think that you remember how he found you. But you don't seem to know how he found you. So for me, there's just a lot of, wildcat allegations, things not adding up, accusing the man of killing people and then saying they die mysteriously, that affect your credibility, Madam Paul. I don't know, maybe you have an issue. And the other issue I maybe want to ask is that if you really have an issue, you got all these birth certificate, immigration document, all of that. Why haven't you yet gone to court? Have you ever been to court before? Have you ever tried to stake a right in court? If you did, CEO, I can continue again. If you did,
hold on, Kayo. I appreciate the statement. We need to ask the guest question. We got so many burning questions. Then we'll come to our own concern. We need to dig the truth or the untruth, and we need to satisfy our audience. Can you get to your question, please? Let's give everyone 2 questions to ask if you have any.
Also, I should go to my question.
Yes, sir. Please get to your question.
Okay. Thank you. So, very quickly, now, like I said, right now, I'm really struggling to believe you because of some of the things you said. So, I got 2 questions for you, right, Madam Paul? And again, no offense, nothing against you. It's just me listening objectively and finding it hard to believe, the 2 different variations of things you're giving. Firstly, I think you want something from Speaker Okun.
My divorce. My divorce.
You want something from him.
Wait.
My divorce.
From him.
Right?
Because it looks like you want something, but after something.
Kayo, I hate to interrupt you. Can you get to your question?
That's my question I asked you.
Yo, you say you think you want I think you want something from. Frame your question.
She's responding to me. I'm going to the question.
Okay, let's get to the question now. We don't want.
She's established that she's looking for something from him. Now, if you do want something from him, I believe that your coming here on this platform is meant to help you get that thing. But that platform cannot give you that thing. So if you believe you have a legitimate claim against Speaker Okun, because Spoon will not give you anything from Speaker Okun. The places we get those things from are the court, right? We go to the court. Have you been to court before regarding any of these things? And if you have, what was the outcome of such a process? That is my first question.
Thank you.
My second question is this. Now, this whole thing looks to me like a love story gone by, and somebody angry and they want their pound of flesh. That's how it looks to me. So my second question is this.
Because when I spent time with Kayo, he explained it and answered, ain't no question in and out. Kayo, we got show to run. Ask your question. Stop dancing around. Brother, ask your question. We have many on the show. We got to move on.
You always muscle me. You don't allow me to really learn my point.
And that's why we love on this show, and that's what we do. But ask your question, Kayo.
Okay, let me ask my last question. Like I was saying, you know, Madam Paul is a military person, so all the thing, I know why you trying to protect her. She can respond. My first question was,
you can go ahead and been to court for this issue. Listen, Kayo, listen. Stop playing games and stop doing this. We have a serious show. Ask your question. Let's move on. I'm not protecting Madam Paul. Stop that. You're going to ask your question, throw the question, and we'll move on.
I asked the first question. My second question now.
Then if you have spoken too long now, your one question, we'll come back to Get to your question. Let's move on. Stop playing around.
But when you can take me off rhythm. My second question is this. Madam Paul, like I said, this looks like a love story gone bad. So I'm thinking, some people may think, I may think, that you are being used to politically undermine Speaker Kun because he is now Speaker. That you're being on this show is not because you have a legitimate claim, but just because you want to undermine him as Speaker. Is that the case? Are you just here because you want to undermine Speaker Kun? And if you have a claim, why haven't you gone to court?
Thank you very much, Councillor Kayo Bagbala, in the court of law. Thank you for yielding the rest of your time to the program. Madam Cecilia Paul-Kun, can you please answer Kayo just a question, not the long explanation, ma'am, please.
The CDC, you jump to LP. Now you're running behind the Unity Party. This is not about Unity Party versus any other political stuff. This is my personal life. And I understand you're trying to get your job with my uncle, Joseph Yuma Boyka. Okay? So this is not about it. I have been to court. If you listen, if you start being dumb and listen to the entire story, then everything you know, you can come here and ask. If you listen to the story, you jump in. I will tell you, yes, I need something from the speaker. I need my divorce. I've been to court. Tell your speaker to accept the divorce.
See you now, go ahead. That's fine.
Madam Cecilia, we are on, Madam, you gotta listen, please. Nelson, call the guests to order, please. I would beg you not to call us dumb.
Okay.
As much as the show will get here tonight. Let's just frame and be on the conversation. Kayo is no dumb person, and none of us on the show dumb. So
but he shouldn't insinuate that looking for something. I made Rachel Kun, so there's nothing I want from him.
I understand, but we're going ourselves accordingly for us to have a good program. Again, welcome to the show, and let's allow you to go ahead as you answer Kanye's question, please.
Yes, Kanye Bagbala. I did go to the court. I'm not a dumb woman. I got 2 bachelor's of science degree, 1 master's, and pursuing my PhD. So I know the law. All I need from Rachel Kun is my divorce. I filed in April of 2025. I filed for my divorce. Before filing, after I gave Rachel Kun his green card, here is it. Yeah, his social security card. Rachel jumped to Massachusetts. Married another woman unknown to me. Through the immigration document, later on I came to find out he has committed bigamy, which is a criminal offense. So I came to Liberia. I filed for divorce. He got properties for me, and he got rent money for me. So it was all in the newspaper. So I know my way around. These are the court papers. As a matter of fact, on December 22nd, again, my lawyer went and reissued the re-summons. Rachel is dodging. Why can't he accept the divorce? That's all I need from him. Rachel knows about the divorce. He's running away. He will not accept it. Running around the place. Like I said, it's not about me versus any woman. I don't want him. I need my divorce. Over 10 years, I need to free myself. So yes, I did go to the court. Any other question?
Thank you very much. We'll move on to Kev Hassan. Kev, welcome to the show. I will beg you, I will interrupt you. If you are not asking a question, you can make statement later. If you do have a question, let's get to the question as we welcome everyone to the show. We have Madam Cecilia Kun, as we discussed prior to coming on the show. It will not be a friendly show. It will be a heated one, and she's ready for it. So ask your question, she will answer. We have documentation to share with the audience. We have been authorized to do so by Madam Kun. And again, welcome to Spoon Talk. Let's have an interesting program. Kev, your 2 questions.
Yeah, Stanton, thank you. And let me say hi to everybody. Madam Kun, let me say hi to you and welcome to the Spoon Talk. Let me ask you a specific question, and I'll make a request to Stanton that I believe, it's my opinion, I believe what she said about Dom, I don't take it as insult, because I think what Kanye said to her, it was an insult.
We're not going there, Kev. We are not going there. We're not repeating.
He's the one who insulted her. So let me ask you a specific question, ma'am.
You got to ask your question, or you got to tell me what is it.
Well, let me ask you a question, ma'am. It's specific. Then I'll go to one of the main questions. You filed for him, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So all his green card and everything is come from you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So he was looking for something from you, not the other way around.
Thank you. Correct? Yes.
He contacted you. Am I correct?
Yes.
So he was looking for something from you, not the other way around. Am I correct?
Yes, okay. Yes, you are.
His last social security number is 4218. That's it? Can you confirm that?
Yeah, 265. Let me wear my glasses. Hold on. You don't need to call. Careful, madam. I have to mute. I muted you because you don't need to call his social security number. Put it down. That's fine. Just put it down. Nelson, help me to talk to her, please. Just put it down. Maybe she's not hearing me. Yeah, you don't need to call it. That's fine. Nelson, can you hear me? Yeah, she doesn't need to call it. We can put only certain information up. Don't share the social security card, please. Okay. Yes. Go ahead, Kev.
Okay. So you confirm the last 4218 is the last 4. Okay.
Yes.
They revoke his green card, and they ever revoke his green card?
Yes, because after he got the green card and he started going to Massachusetts, he changed the address, and so immigration used to send all the letters wherever he changed the address to, which I did not know. So they wrote for his citizenship. He went as far as trying to get a citizenship, which they wrote. And he and I, that JJC now, he thought he could, just leave me behind and do things. So he went running there for the interview, the citizenship interview. I will find out letter, I will give it to Stanton. I went as far as giving him citizenship. He should have gone for the interview. He left me behind, ran there, and the people asked him, but where is Manapung? Then he lied and said, oh, she's coming. It's everything in this immigration thing. I didn't know. So I come here, I can't come. That's how the people deny him. Then he goes and marry another woman
We'll get to the second woman, Madam Kun. We'll get to the second woman.
Revoke his papers. That's what I get into. He asked me.
No, we got
he married the other woman.
Madam Kun.
She convinced him. And she went and fought for him. So
Madam Kun, can you give Cecilia the headset if she's not hearing me? Nelson.
I'm hearing you. Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Well, there's a reason why we got segments.
Okay, yes. They revoke his
story. We have the document from immigration, but them explaining the reason why he was denied. We're going to get there. We're going to give you a chance, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. Let me bring in Emmanuel George. Dr. George, we have Madam Cecilia Kun.
Thank you, Stanton. Good evening, fellow panelists. Good evening, our audience on radio, television, whatsoever you are listening to us online. Good evening, Madam Kun. How are you today?
Fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing very great. Thank you. Do you by chance go by the name of Mami?
Yes.
Okay. How long did you know Speaker Kun before you guys got married or got into your relationship?
Maybe I knew him for, like I said, my dad and his dad were friends, you know, and maybe I would say I knew him for about 10 years. We were in the university. They walked him. Everybody went their way. Before we got married, yes.
Okay. So you have a very long-term relationship with him.
Yes.
Okay. You had an interview earlier this year with a newspaper in Liberia where you shared the same case. Were you the one who won a case against Speaker Kun and houses were supposed to be shared and you were giving part of the property? Was that?
No, that was his first wife. Her name too. I think her name, Mami. You know, Mami na common in Liberia. No, that's not me. But I did file for property as well. So the two stories came out almost around the same time.
Okay. Were the two of you married to Speaker Kun within the same time period? Are you?
No, he was divorced. He brought me divorce paper. That's how I come here. I got married in the US.
Okay.
So you can say that wife number one. I'm number two.
Okay. Thank you. When I come the second round, I have other questions. But thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. George. Let's see, bring you on. Ed, can you come in camera? You off. Can you make adjustment, come in camera? Welcome to the show. It's good to see you, brother.
Yeah, thank you, Stanton. Madam, you know, the Trump administration is cracking down on you know, marriages that are deemed to be fraudulent, and they're going as far back as the beginning of time. My question to you, is there anything else that will follow this case if the people were to dig deeper? In other words, others have accused you of being the family member to Mr. Kun. Was this an arranged marriage? If it is, if it's not, would there be any other revelation that will come up that will affect you otherwise? Must you pursue this, if I can ask?
Must I pursue what? My divorce?
Like the appearance you're doing now, it won't affect you adversely, in other words?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, you got to know Richard at the university. That's fair enough. But why did you point your knowledge of him to the university and not his father being your father's friend? That could have been a nice way to start knowing him, right?
Say again.
You said your father was very friendly with Richard's father.
Yes.
There's no familiar tie between you and Richard.
No.
But your father, who is older, is friendly with his father. Why didn't you start knowing him at that point, but yet you pointed to the university?
No, maybe you got it wrong. I said my dad was his dad's friend, and I knew some of his family members. But when we really got together was at the University of Liberia. That's why I said to you.
I'm not talking about when you got together.
And they walked him and everybody went their way. Say again, they walked him and everybody went their separate ways. Richard got married. I too had my kids. Everybody went their separate ways.
Madam, the question is, your family friend of Richard, through your father and his father. Yes. Why didn't you start knowing him then, but then you pointed to the university?
But then maybe you're not paying attention when Kev asked me, how long have you known him before you got married? I said I knew him about 10 years before, we got married. So that means
you say like I said, I met him at the university. Why you didn't say you said my father was his father's friend. I thought you would be like half sister or brother and friends growing up. I'll point to that relationship as opposed to the university.
So you want me to lie on myself when the man myself started going on? Is that what you're trying to say?
No. I said when you start knowing him.
Okay, but again, let's move on, Colonel Gray. Let's move on. I mean, question taken. We got to bring the rest of the guys on. Thank you very much, Colonel Reverend Gray. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sharing the show. Continue to share the show. Let's make progress. Again, Madam Cecile Kuhn here to take question. She says it's okay that we can answer any question, but if we can go through our question and give her a chance to explain, we would gather a lot from this relationship and this story today. Welcome to the Spoon Talk. T. Winokai, your 2 questions, sir.
Yeah, Madam Kuhn, welcome to the show. It's good seeing you on here. I have 2 questions for you. Number 1, first of all, Speaker Kuhn is a political figure, and he is a speaker that is a member of the Unity Party. My first question to you is, have you ever been associated with the CDC, CMC, or ANC in any ways?
You want me to answer as you go, or you want me to finish? You want me to finish?
You need to answer.
Oh, I was a member of the CDC. Yeah, I was a member of the CDC. I served as chairlady of the DMV chapter. I'm the queen of the CDC, but I resigned the CDC in 2022 when I was contesting in district number 17. I'm no longer a member of the CDC. I helped the Unity Party to come to power.
Okay, my question was not about Unity Party. You answered the first question. My second question is, you say you filed for divorce around April of 2025, correct?
Yes.
Why did you, because it seems like this has been a long-running problem between you and Speaker Kuhn. Why did you not file before January 20, 2024? Is there anything, with all of the problems that we heard you explain, is there a reason why you didn't file for divorce before January 20th of 2024?
Because to my knowledge, we're still together until the immigration thing came about, where he committed bigamy, which is a crime. And afterwards, he met me on right behind Ministry of Transport. I think it was like 2021. Okay, and tried to talk to me about something. Then he showed me these papers. When I read through the papers, and immigration telling him that they don't recognize his marriage to the other lady that filed for him. So I said, oh, you married another lady? So then where is my divorce? You did divorce and you married another lady? So how is that?
My question is, did you know about that problem before January 20th of 2024? Did you know about what you say now before January 20th of 2024?
No.
Why did you not file for divorce January 20, 2024? Because from January 20 to April, that's just a very small window.
Do you know that some women don't even file for divorce? They just stay in the marriage. When one person died, that's it. So nobody determine when another person will file when they want to file. Did I answer you?
You're a public figure here, so I'm asking.
I am a public figure too. And I was concentrating, like I said, on my campaign. I was concentrating on my campaign. At the time the man was running in District 11, I had done anything, he would say, oh, you the cause of me losing my election. You the cause of me doing this. So there's a time for everything, my brother. There's a time for everything. Nobody determines when somebody does something.
Thank you very much, Fubi. Let's hear you. You have 2 questions. We'll bring in Councilor Good thereafter, and then we'll go to the next segment. We'll give you a chance after Councilor Good that you can explain further. Then we'll go to another round of this questioning. Fubi.
I don't have question for the personal stuff. It's good. I joined the round of question, but I will make comment after.
Thank you very much. Councilor, welcome to the show. It's good to have you, Councilor. Good. Do you have questions for
Yeah. Yeah, Sisi, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. So I think I came on late, but I overheard you say that Speaker Kuhn presented a divorce to you, and that what led to you getting married to him. Am I correct?
You are 100% correct. And the immigration had that divorce paper. That's why they even allow me to file for him. Anybody who lives in the US, they know how the process works. If you've been married before, they will ask you, have you been married before? Yes. You will present your divorce certificate. And at that point, they will either authenticate it, and then they allow you to go and file for that person as your spouse. Okay, you do the I think the R795, wherever to adjust status and citizenship and all of that. Yes.
Thank you. So between the period of your marriage and some of the stories that you begin to hear when you came to Liberia for your campaign, your political activities, I'm sure you heard that he was still married to the wife that he presented to you that he had divorced. Did you still believe that the divorce he presented to you was legitimate divorce and that he and his wife at the time, which is mommy, were actually divorced, and so you still believe in that divorce to retain or that you were married?
I believe that Speaker Rachel Kuhn was divorced because he did present a divorce paper to the U.S. Immigration Service, which we have legitimate divorce paper according at the time. So to my knowledge, he was divorced. So if anything other than that, then he the one committing wherever, it's like a trend with him. His credibility need to be questioned as a speaker. He's not credible, and we ask that he resign. He put in a resignation. So you cannot be married to another woman and come to me, present a divorce paper, that I take the immigration based upon that. I gave you all up to almost your citizenship before they revoke things from you. So it's on him. That question goes to him. So he don't want to present himself. So maybe he misled me, into believing that you're divorced. So whether you're still married or not, I saw divorce paper. I will never go out with a man. I will not check you out to say whether you marry. I won't have a divorce paper. And the paper that he presented, that is sealed. Now I said a photocopy. I have it. It got a seal on it that he divorced from his first wife. And I presented with all the documents, the affidavit of support, everything to the immigration in the U.S. So it goes back to his credibility. Rachel Namwe Kuhn speaker needs to tender in his resignation.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Councilor Good. Thank you very much. We're going to be making a second round today's conversation. We are getting there. We got so many documents that we will be sharing with you. Madam, let's come back to America. Let's talk about the issue here. We'll go back and talk about the court system in Liberia and thereafter, but we got some document here. Is Richard Kuhn in trouble with the U.S. immigration?
Yes, he is. Committed bigamy, which is punishable by imprisonment, jail time.
You and Richard Kuhn, yes, go ahead. And
in a way, defrauded the U.S. Immigration Department.
Let's get to you, and you allow me to show this document. I can show them. State of Delaware. What is this? Talk to us about this document.
That's my marriage certificate in the state of Delaware on July 29, 2015, 10 years ago. And you see his signature there. Anybody who knows him, that his signature right there, that my signature, our parents' names are there. I'm nowhere related to Rachel Kuhn. You can see it for yourself.
The riches, okay. The issue about you being related, or you and Richie Coon are sister and brother, Richie Coon have never said that openly, right? Do you believe what people are saying? Because this have not gotten all of Richie Coon mouth yet, that you guys are related. People are asking the question because that's what they are hearing. But let's talk about this marriage certificate. At that time, which state were you in?
Richard and I, at the time, we lived in Frederick, Maryland.
Why? That's the reason I'm asking the question. Why Delaware? Why you guys got married in Delaware instead of
See,
Maryland?
when people go to Las Vegas, Stanton, they don't restrict you. That 50 states, you can go. Yeah, you can go anywhere and get married.
Okay, you have
Like I
family.
said, we were trying to find a date that was closer to his birthday. So
Okay.
when we contacted other states, that date was very close to his birthday. Richard's birthday is July 27th. We married on the 29th.
Oh, okay. In the process of time that you guys got married, according to this document, let me show the rest of the document. That's the end of the paper right there. The date, the address, everything. Were there any family member in attendance, or just you and Richie?
Just me and Richard.
Okay. Got married. Did you guys change anything? About the home, the address, bank account?
No. We lived together before we got married. After we got married, we moved to West Virginia, Inwood, West Virginia. The address 17 Mestera Court. We lived there together.
There's a rent issue, and I'm going to put that document out, and they took you guys to court. Talk to us. Richard Coon versus this estate. Were you and Richard Coon, after this marriage, kicked out of your condominium, were taken to court for rent issue? You care to speak to us on that as well? It's on the Maryland court document record.
So that was another address in Hagerstown, Maryland that you're talking about.
Okay,
So
Steve,
we lived there, and by then I said he used to be running down to Massachusetts, so he's looking for a job. He calls in, then we're coming from Nigeria. And then I moved out. When I moved out, wherever areas there, after the man got his paper, he was not even helping with anything. So I didn't even know that stuff is still there. So both of us live at that address. It was in Hagerstown, Maryland. So we've been living together.
Let us talk about, were you in this relationship then with Richard Coon prior to the child support? Who is this individual in the child support? Because it's on the court record as well.
Yes, so like I said, we're together. This girl said she was pregnant. And both of us went there to go do the DNA. We did the DNA. It came back, that was his son. So the girl used to be cussing me up all the time, going back and forth, whole lot of, childishness. Until Rachel, what ain't happy, he went there, one day maybe slept with her and took her naked picture. And then he brought it. He said, oh, Velma is not going to insult you anymore. He showed me the picture on his phone. I was shocked. Why would a man take a woman naked picture? He said, yeah, I told her if she try anything, this is going to stop her, from insulting you. So that'll show you the kind of man he is. By that time, I said, what? You were trying to go sleep with your son, ma, just because you wanted to take naked picture? Yes. I don't have to sit there and lie. He showed me the picture. I was shocked.
So yes, it's a public record. It's a public record. It's right there. Petition for child support. Yeah. The name is there, Madam Coker and Richard Coon. If you look at the comment on, 2018, April 19. Richard Coon party name is there. We got the other document. It's a public record. If you were involved with the child support, talk to us though. You took Richard Coon for DNA testing, and it proved that that's his son. But then you, as a mother, as a lady, telling us that Richard Coon said he will not do any other thing in this matter, based on the fact that he have gotten her naked picture. What did you do thereafter when you heard that? You just let it go, or what next?
I told you, I said, about Rachel, why you had to take the woman picture? You understand? And then I knew that he was not a serious person. That's when I started drawing back. When I started drawing back, all he thought I was going to cancel his status and all that kind of thing, which I never did. You know, I just let it go up to the time they wrote in for the citizenship. You know, I just really found out the kind of person he was, and I just started drawing back.
Let's get to the citizenship, and we'll make rounds. The guys got to speak. Why were Richard Coon denied citizen? Let's start a conversation. I'll put a document up. Why they deny Richard Coon the citizenship?
So with everything he been doing, you know, I started drawing back. Like you said, you just brought somebody who had another child. Richard got about 11 children with different women. Got another daughter in Virginia, you know, that one she older. So he got about 11 children all over the place. So I started drawing back. And when I started drawing back, maybe he thought, oh, she's not going to give me my citizenship because he already had a green card. So for me, I'm not that kind of wicked person. I just let it go. Immigration continue. Like I said, he changed the address now. So all the papers are going somewhere else. He was receiving them. Then he went for the interview, the citizenship interview. I will find out document, give it to you. And left me behind. They didn't know. So when he got there, apparently he just thought that how people just gave him, you know, citizenship. He didn't care. Then the people asked for me.
We are losing you, Nelson. Let's make an adjustment. We're losing her. Can you hear me, Nelson?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, sir.
I don't know what part of the explanation you heard. That, like I said, I started drawing back. Maybe he thought.
Hold on 1 minute, madam. Hold on 1 minute, Madam Cecilia. Nelson, let's make this adjustment. We are having problem. Guys, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, are we good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
I think we're good.
Adam, I think you can go, and I think you should go on. I think Stanton kind of frozen. I think you should continue.
Continue?
Yeah,
continue?
Yeah.
Yeah, so with all these kind of behavior, you know, I started drawing back. Maybe he thought, oh, you know, I mess up. She's not going to continue with my process. This and that. But like I said, I'm not that kind of person. So everything stayed as it was. And then he changed the address. So he was receiving documents, receiving notices. And then he went for that interview for his citizenship, left me behind. When he got there, the people asked, say, well, where's your wife? Madam Cecilia Paul Coon. Then he lied and said, oh, I'm coming. And they say, I'm telling you, I didn't even know that Richard went for his citizenship interview. So that he sat there, lied to the people. I couldn't come because I didn't know. So then when I looked, apparently the people denied him the citizenship. Then that's when he went and married the other woman in 2021 with the hope of her going to go and file for him. Somehow, somewhere, I don't know how they convince themselves that that's how it worked. So when she filed for him, that's when the people said, no, he got a petition in here, his spouse filed for him. So you bringing me a marriage certificate, and we check the archives in Liberia, Rachel is not divorced from Manakpa. You understand? From Cecilia Paul Coon. There's no divorce paper in the archive. So at this point, we cannot recognize your marriage to the person you fighting for. So go back and bring proof. They bring your proof upon you. And that's when the people realize that Rachel will offer something, and then they revoke everything from him. Rachel used to come to America, then a front row. But ask when the last time he came, and he will not come. So that's when his documents got revoked. Because what you want to say, it says stupidity, or I don't know how to call it. So that's what he did. He committed fraud with immigration, and immigration took everything I gave him. They took everything from him. Everything.
And sorry that I believe I'm okay now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry that I went off, but I think I got what you said. Richard Kuhn, I want to bring the guys in. Where is Kanyo? He was next. Richard Kuhn and the other lady in Massachusetts, but according to the record, you didn't show up. And I hope maybe you explain that, but I missed it for a second. Why you didn't show up for the swearing in, for the interview?
I didn't show up because, like I said, after I started drawing back from him, apparently maybe he thought, say, oh, she's not gonna give me my status, she mad at me. I told you, Richard changed the address with immigration. So any document, any notices that were coming were going somewhere else where he could have access to. So I did not know they had rating for his citizenship. Like I said, I did not go back to the people to say, oh, don't give it to him, you know, this and that, because I'm not that kind of person. You know, I wish everybody good. So the paper came, he got it, I didn't know about it. He left me behind, they didn't contact me. Rachel ran there for interview in Harrisburg, because that's the region. Sat there and the people say, where is the petitioner? Where is your wife? Then he lied to the people, say, I'm coming, I was coming, I'm on my way, I'm coming. Apparently he sat there until maybe the people office closed and they didn't see me. And then they deny him the citizenship. They deny him the citizenship, but he apparently he still had a green card and a social security card. It was the citizenship they denied him. Then he went to the other woman, married the woman, according to the immigration paper that I found out that they didn't know. Married her sometime in 2021. Few maybe months after, you know, they deny him the citizenship. Somehow, stupidity stepped in. Both of them thought they could do something. I don't know if they think how it works. So she goes there now and filed for him again. So like you reach 12th grade and somebody say, oh, let's start from kindergarten. So she go and file for him as her husband. There where the people called Richard. They say, but you already have papers in here, you know, affidavit of citizenship from Manakwa. So how come this other lady is filing for you? So at that point, that's when they revoked everything from him. That when they revoked everything from him.
So let me bring the guys in. I'm uploading the document. The document is saying that because he had first wife and he presented his another wife, so you filed for him, the other lady filed for him, immigration denied him, and I will show the document. I don't know what kind it is. We'll start with you, Dr. George. The story is getting interesting in the second segment. We are at the immigration table. Richard Kuhn is denied according to the document we received, and I will share with you guys. But the reason that he's denied because he's having two marital situation. Talk to me. Your question, if you have any, Emmanuel.
Yes, I do. Madam Kuhn, if we can call you by that name.
Yes.
You had an interview with In-Profile newspaper, and did you confirm or show to In-Profile newspaper on April 28, 2025 that you received a divorce document from the 6th Judiciary Circuit Court signed on dated June 5th, 2015?
From me? You showed them my name? Look. No.
Yeah, the divorce document that you presented for your marriage. Does that document say it was given by the Civil Law Court, 6th Judiciary Circuit, Moserado County on July 5, 2015?
No, I'm represented by Carlano Law Firm.
Okay,
and my lawyer in our office is Sylvester Lomi. And my divorce is still pending.
No, not yours. I'm talking about the document that you presented that Speaker Kuhn was divorced. It was dated by the signed by the Civil Law Court at the 6th Judiciary Circuit Court on June 5th, 2015.
If I presented a document that he was divorced,
yeah.
Why would I do that when he was married to me? He's still married to me, and I'm seeking my divorce.
Okay. Forgive me for my ignorance, but you stated earlier when I asked you that he gave a document to you that he was divorced from a lady in Liberia.
Oh yes.
Okay,
yes.
Good. That document that you have, is it signed by the Civil Law Court or the 6th Judiciary Circuit Court on July 2015?
Yes.
Okay, so it was signed by a judge in the Republic of Liberia that Speaker Kun was divorced.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have children with Speaker Kun? You don't. Okay.
No.
Thank you.
Okay, let's make some adjustment. Nelson, I have to take you off to bring another panelist. Can you make that adjustment on Madam Kun's microphone? That both of you shouldn't be on screen, please. Can you do that? You guys know how to do that. I got to bring in Gibson, Gerald. But while you do that, can you hear me, Madam Kun?
I can hear you.
Okay, we're good now. Thank you. Thank you. Let me bring in Kev Hassan. Kev, let's talk. Guys, I shared a document in the chat room. Take a look. Kev, let's talk.
Madam Cecilia Kun, let me ask you this. I want to go back to, because it seems like he was blackmailing the other woman that he took picture, her naked picture, right, to you. You were in relationship with him before that woman, right? Right?
Yes. Yes.
That's the same woman that he tried to file for him also?
No.
Okay, so so you're telling me that he got a ring of you guys, different
Yes.
women that he played. So he played you guys.
Yes, and when I found out, I started drawing back. Yes.
So he's playing with everybody.
Yeah.
So I want you to go back again and explain to the Liberian people, because for a man to take, because that his son mother, right?
Yes.
I took the picture with. I want you to go
her name
back.
is Velma. Yes.
That naked picture from his son mother. I want you to speak on that.
I found it to be very disgusting as a woman myself. I wouldn't want anybody to do it to me. She was sleeping. Apparently, he went there with that intention to say I would get her, to have sex with me again. And now I will take that picture and blackmail her, not to continue to curse you, not to continue to cause problems for me, himself. Yeah.
Wow. So what he said to you when you confront him and say, look, this
I said, but why when you take a woman naked picture that your son man? Maybe you went there, you went to go do something, So why you take the woman picture? He brought it to me. He a phone. He said, I want to show you something. He said she will never bother you again because I show it to her. I said, the day you come after me or come after my wife, I will expose the picture. I will share it. He told me, he said exactly what he told. And since that time, I've not heard from that girl. I don't know where she is until people start digging all her thing, but her DNA test with the baby and thing. Before I even remember, I finished forgetting all about her. Yeah, I said yes. I remember.
You consider him as a con man.
So real quick, can finish up? We got to go to Colonel Gray.
So will you tell the Liberian people today that the Speaker of Liberia, Richard Kun, is a con man, and he played a lot of women in America, and he was denied citizenship and green card is being revoked? Can you?
I'm telling the Liberian people today that your Speaker, Richard Namwe Kun, needs to tender in his resignation. We lost all confidence in him. He's a criminal. He cannot come to America. When I leave here, I'm going to go there. I'm going to file papers. He cannot step foot there. He committed bigamy. Even in America, just look at Liberia. They make a lot of baby mothers. I don't even know he's supporting those children. And they're listening to me. They know. Richard got about 11 children. He got a set of twins. He got 2 by the woman he brought in my house. From the document, I found out that he already had 1 before he brought her in my house and said that was his friend's wife.
So let's go back. Let's take the children out of this and let's focus on you and Richie. The woman that he brought in your house, do you know the friend? You said that his friend wife. Who that friend? He ever told you, gave you the name of that friend?
Most of the time, he'll be on the phone. He said, "Oh, her husband I called." They'll be talking.
You know the friend name?
He said, "One Johnson." That's the only thing I remember.
He brought a woman in your house.
Yes.
As a what? As a mother.
As his friend wife.
As a friend wife. And all these years. You don't know that friend name?
He said Johnson. Stanton.
Anybody can be Johnson.
Stanton. They got women and more women. There are some women that make
we know that they get Adam and they get Eve. We know that they get Mary and they get Esther. My question to you, right? How long that woman been in the house? How long you kept her for? She got pregnant, right? And you're telling us all those years, you as a military wise, smart person, you never spoken to that friend?
Not years though. Not years. Apparently, they were pregnant when he brought her. I did not know she was pregnant. I did not know she was pregnant. So apparently she was already pregnant. Like I said, I started seeing her stomach getting big. And then when I moved to West Virginia, then she had a baby. So maybe she must have been 4, 5, 6 months pregnant. Yes. Some people carry the pregnancy well. She's tall, very tall.
Do you know her full name?
Her name is Gifty Fakai. And from the immigration document, after they did research on him, they found out that he and the woman entered the U.S. together. And they found out that he was supporting the woman. That's how I got to know all these things. I never knew. So the woman were even kill me. They were even kill me in my own house. They were even poison me.
So hold on now. This gifty Fakai woman came in to the United States with Richard Coon, the speaker.
According to the documents, yes.
According to the document. I will put a document out. I'm trying to send it real quick before our brother Conan Greg join us. I want to read this though. This is the letter that was sent to Richard Coon and the individual. Can you tell us about this letter? They say on August 9, 2021, you filed a form I-130 petition for alien relative with U.S. citizenship and immigration services on behalf of Richard Coon. You the one did this, or the other petitioner?
That the other lady, because I filed for Richard long before then. That's the other thing they did. For which they denied.
You sought to clarify the beneficiary as the spouse of a U.S. citizen under section blank 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 of the Immigration and Nationality Act. After, this is very important now, after a thorough review of your petition, the testimony provided during your interview, and the record of evidence, we must inform you that we are denying your petition. To demonstrate that an individual is eligible for approval as the beneficiary of petition filed under INA 20-AB, blah, 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 blah. They deny the petition. They deny the second. This is the second petition. Am I correct?
Yeah. The one he committed the bigamy with, yes.
Okay, so I will put this up again for people to read it, and then we will go to the end of that paragraph, which gave reason why also they terminated his status. And do you think you are in trouble yet? You think you are in trouble yet?
I'm not. I didn't do anything. Everything I did, I followed the rules. It's the Speaker of the House of Representatives and the Speaker of the Republic of Liberia decided to commit fraud. I didn't do anything.
So let me give the guys a chance to read this because I think Emmanuel wanted to read it. Let me put it up again. Just the first paragraph and the second line saying, after a thorough review of your petition, the testimony provided during your interview, and the record of evidence, we must inform you that we are denying your petition. Then what next? Did Richard Coon talk to you? What happened thereafter?
I was in Liberia, I think it was 2021. And he said, oh, where are you? I said, I'm behind the Ministry of Transport. I'm eating. There's a place there that we go to eat. So he said, oh, wait for me. I'm coming. I want to talk to you. I said, okay. When Lord Richard came, opened his bag, he gave me this document from immigration. He said, oh, you know, somebody went to go file for me. And then this, I said, how somebody file for you except you married to the person? Then I glanced through it. I saw the lady name and stuff. And I said, oh, you marry another person without divorcing? I said, where is my divorce paper? I asked him. To my children. I said, then where is my divorce paper? And he said, oh, I just want you to help me, you know, to write these people. I said, give me the paper. I will look at it, but I don't know. I said, this is a crime. This is a crime you have committed. Okay, and I took the paper home. At the time, you know, I took my time. I even put it down. Then he kept on calling me. Are you gonna write? Are you gonna write? I said, write for what? I said, I went as far as giving you almost your citizenship, and you go, you marry another woman, you don't know it's a crime. It's called bigamy, and you're supposed to know that. You are in 12th grade, you brought yourself down to kindergarten to start all over. I said, who does that? Does it make sense? The people have taken all your documents from you. So I'm not gonna get involved in fraudulent thing. I'm not. And I'm gonna speak to the immigration. Because I got plans to speak to them. All these documents, I'm gonna take it to them. Rachel is not gonna set foot on the soil of America. I'm telling you.
So let me bring in, I believe it was Conor Gray. I hope you guys got a document in the chat room. I share it, just confirm. Conor Gray, we are seeing the second petitioner document was denied. I don't know where is Councilor Bala. These are councilors, they can speak to it, but we are getting to where we should be now, and it's getting interesting. Let's hear you, Conor Gray.
You know, Madam, when you filed for I-130, which is the petition, that individual is giving a conditional response, maybe I-485 or something. So if that person is giving a conditional offer from the INS, maybe 2 years or 3 years, was that the status Richard had before going for the citizenship? Because before going for the citizenship, you have to have another petition called I-76, which actually that way you have straight green card. You will not need your presence to file for citizenship. So this I-30, I-130 is actually addressed to you and not to him. And if you transfer your mail, that's another crime by itself. In other words, a mail that was addressed to you and he transferred it, that's another crime. But my question to you, what did he have a conditional green card or a straight green card when he went for citizenship?
I served the military. I'm ORF. I'm a veteran. I filed for Richie. Richie got all his papers in no time. There was no conditional thing given to him. This is the green card they gave him, original.
Yeah.
Nothing else. And the next thing, in no time, they are waiting for the citizenship, like I said, which I did not know. And he left me behind and went. Okay. So no. The military, when you file for somebody, is different from a civilian filing for somebody.
Got you on that. So which means they did not need you to be present before giving citizenship. But let me ask you this.
Why apparently it was because they asked for me, and because I didn't show up, they denied him the citizenship. So definitely I had to be there.
Okay.
The military is different from civilian filing for spouse and other family members.
Got you. So why is
let me hold you, Conor Gray. Conor Gray, let me hold you there. You asked a brilliant question. Let's take another paragraph in the document. I hope you guys have the document because your question was answered. So Conor Gray, let's read the last paragraph here, and I hope you guys can zoom in. They said, why, and this is what you're talking about, these different forms. It's very interesting. While the form I-751 was pending, the beneficiary and the first petitioner, and I think the first petitioner was Madame Cecilia Coon, allegedly divorced in Monrovia, Liberia on April 7, 2021. Was that true, Madame Coon?
No, the first time I saw this was on this document. The man maybe he brought a fraudulent paper again from Liberia. If you continue reading, you will see that. They didn't recognize that already.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Let's go ahead. This divorce was not reported. Now, it's important. This is what was presented to USCIS. And guys, you know, everybody familiar with this, most Liberians. This divorce was not reported to USCIS, and on June 3rd, 2021, The first petitioner, of course, Madam Kuhn, and the beneficiary were scheduled for an interview at the USCIS Lawrence Field office regarding the adjourned Form I-751. On June 3rd, 2021, the beneficiary appeared for the interview, but the first petitioner did not. Now, Colonel Gray, we are coming to you. The beneficiary did not inform USCIS of his divorce and testify that the first petitioner was on her way. But the first petitioner never appeared. Therefore, on June 7, 2021, the beneficiary form I-751 was denied, terminating his conditional resident status. So, Colonel Gray, look at the last line, terminating his conditional resident status. Let's come back to you.
So it was conditional. That's why he needed you to be there in order for them to either give him an extension I-765. But let me say this: why is it so difficult for him to just divorce you? Just agree to the divorce. Why is it
in this public manner? Y'all need to ask him. Y'all need to ask him. Over 10 years, you can't hijack my life. I'm a beautiful woman. I need to move on. A lot of people want to marry me. I've been turning them down.
No, I don't think. I know you are beautiful, and I know some guy that on this set here to checking you out. I will give you the phone number to checking you out.
Let me move on to my life.
But let's come back to the story.
Now, Fubi showing here 32.
Yeah, I'm fully saying that question and showing it 60, not 32. But Colonel Gray, though, it's something dangerous here for our speaker. It's something of major concern that the U.S. government saying the speaker had the first wife that filed for him, and he went for a second woman that he married, and that second woman filed for him.
Well, hey, my brother, I think the one element between these people is a speaker who did not inform either side. Maybe he told the other wife that
he lied. He lied. No. It's not the one element. I think he lied to the U.S. government. He
brought a fake divorce paper, and when the people went to check in the account in Liberia, there was nothing there. I didn't know they could be checking. There was nothing.
Let me bring in Fubi. Let's see this time around if he's going to ask a question. Fubi.
No, I just want to make comment. I don't have question because most of the stuff, the statement is very clear on many issues. So it's probably not a question. But like Conor was saying, why he's refusing the divorce, that's something that for me, that's something he should be glad to do. When you have the opportunity to divorce and somebody wants to divorce, give it up. My ex-wife, the minute she told me to get divorce, in less than 1 minute, I told her I'm okay with it. And it was done. So you gotta free people. Everybody has their freedom, and you free to do what you want to do.
And you instead of trying to
yeah, I know.
He told my lawyer, Sylvester Lomi, who might not even speak on the issue because the case is still in court, that he does not want to accept it. So every time the sheriff then go to him, he will be running, jumping, running, quick, and all the people around him with guns, no way for them to serve him. So that's what's been going on. Since April after I left, I went back to the States.
We will get to that divorce issue. That's something, Cecilia, we'll get to it, but that's something we got to get to here. We are talking about the Speaker of the Republic of Liberia engaged in these different situations here in the United States. Running away from paying rent, running away from child support, marrying 2 women. The case went to USCIS, they deny him.
So it's my turn.
I'm coming to you, Councillor. They took back the temporary status, and we have to get deeper. The Liberian people got to know. Councillor Gu, come in, if you can hear us. All right, the councillor has situation. Let me bring in Councillor Bala. Councillor Bala? Councillor Bala will skip you if you're not answering, sir. Councillor? Councillor, are you hearing us?
Yeah. Thank you. I think my
No, I want to see if Councillor Bala, I want to see if Councillor Bala hearing us. Councillor, can you? All right. You went back into your same situation, brother. Can you fix it like you did before? It's not us. I'm giving you the chance for you to answer. I don't know. Are you changing device? Are you on your phone? Are you on your computer? Maybe one of those devices have some issue. All right, Councillor Agu, let's hear you, sir.
So, Stanton, I still go back to Sisi, and because the reason why divorce of the first wife is because I'm sure when you return to Liberia, you heard that there was never a divorce in 2015 as got married. And looking at all of what you've seen with you being in the know and all of the accusations, do you still believe that that divorce paper that he presented to you in 2015 that led to you getting married to him was legit? Do you still today, as you said, let's forget about 2015. Let's assume that you were deceived by then or so. Let's assume that you did not have the duty to do any due diligence to really come and check into the archive were actually legitimate. Now that you see all of the things that go on, do you believe in yourself now that that divorce you presented was legit? Do you still believe that?
Councillor Agu, except you want to tell me something I don't know. Is that something you want to tell me that I don't know? Because you keep bringing this question. Maybe that's something you need to tell me.
No, because I think I laid a bit.
He was not divorced or something when I saw paper. Are you telling me? Do you have something you want to show us? Because that's the first time here.
No, the question that I continue to ask is that there are lots. I mean, you have made a lot of accusations, right? About documentation being presented, it's not correct, and blah blah blah. So why do you want to think that one set of documents will be correct for you, but then at the other end, the other sets of documents will not be correct? I'm not holding you accountable to say you were wrong by then, but I'm saying looking at everything, when you came back to Liberia, did you also maybe do a search in the archive to know whether this particular document he presented to you in legitimate in 2015? I just want you to know that, because the reason why the question will be asked, and I will need for you, if you have inquired, if you're not inquired, then you can go and inquire, because it will determine the legitimacy of your marriage in 2015. Because if the document presented to you in 2015 representing a divorce, that document seems, then on the law, what is not legally done is not done at all. And fraud vitiates everything. So it means that from the very beginning of your marriage and of your wedding, there was fraud. And it means that your marriage with him will not be legitimate, and there will be no need for you to pursue him to go and do a divorce.
But Councillor, thank you. We want to also place a call.
Let me answer him.
Yes, you will. Let me just give the quick announcement. We're going to rotate us on set because we still got Vendetta Patrick in the back. We got Winfred Russell in the back. We got to bring them on. So when you ask a question, we just move you and bring you guys on. But we also want to say that, yeah, indeed, T. Wanoka is in the back. Again, we are opening the show to the office of the Speaker, Richard Combs. We hope he can call on and make some clarification if he's available. This is Everybody program. We also heard and we're seeing that Gifty, the lady that you spoke about, she's following our live thread. She's texting. We hope that she can call also. My number is 609-649-4260. I'm going to put it up. Anyone want to be part of the show? Once we open the line, try to call. Let's get your story. I want to come to you. Thank you very much, Councillor Gu. My guest for tonight's studio, you can respond to Councillor, and we'll move to Gibson Jeru.
All right, Councillor, if I can recap, you said, why would I accept one document to be legit and another one, I won't question it. So I don't know which document you're talking about. You meet a man, if the man tell you, say, oh, I was married before, or I'm married, you want to get his divorce paper. He comes to you with a paper from the Republic of Liberia. So you're trying to say the judiciary is fraudulent. That's what you just said tonight. Because a judge signed that divorce paper that I got. A judge in Liberia, in the judiciary, in the court, signed that divorce paper with the raised seal. It's not my duty to go and start questioning the court. So you, Councillor Good, tonight, you're trying to tell us that the judiciary system in Liberia is rotten. So a man bring a divorce paper to me, I present it to the one more sophisticated country, and probably they check the archives, they saw it there, for which they even allow me to file for this man. Unlike him bringing another divorce paper to another woman, and the same sophisticated country in the world go and check the archive, there's nothing there for me that say he divorced me. For which they say, no, we don't recognize that your other marriage, and they petition what she petitioned for you, she's not your wife, because you have not divorced Cecilia Kun. So you're trying to tell us here tonight that the Republic of Liberia judicial system is rotten. There's a judge name on that divorce paper that Rachel, your speaker, brought to me.
Thank you. Thank you. We're going to leave it at Councillor. Councillor, we're going to leave it at. We got to move to the others, please. I'm appealing to you, sir. We'll come back. The show is getting jam-packed. We'll be taking calls from people, names that have been mentioned. Let's give them the time. Let me bring you in, Brother Gibson. It's good to see you on this Tuesday.
Yes, absolutely. This is an interesting show today. I will be leaving. I will be leaving maybe in 2 minutes.
Gibson, 1 minute. Kanye, you will come in next. I apologize. Let Gibson go.
Yeah, Kanye, sorry. When I because we are rotating, so I will be rotated. But I need to do this. Madam Kun, just for full disclosure, in fact, I run an office that do immigration, that help people with immigration cases in North Dakota. And not just North Dakota, anywhere in the States, I help people with that. So I'm a little bit familiar. Since 2019, I'm a little bit familiar with the process. So the immigration, the green card they gave Mr. Kun was a conditional green card, and that was based on your filing that you knew him for less than 2 years. That's how they gave you the conditional green card. What is a green card and the Social Security card doing in your hand? What are you doing with this? How do you still possess the green card and the Social Security card?
Why would I not possess it? I'm his wife. I even got his visa when he first entered here 2015. I got a birth certificate. I'm his wife. So why would I not hold his papers? Does that make sense to you? Your wife don't know about you?
It makes sense to me because it makes sense to me. And I want you to take a breath because you are talking to somebody who understands the process. Under the immigration, the USCIS regulation, you are not supposed to possess his green card while he is out of your home. So let me move on to another thing. You honor the I-751, you are supposed to go for an interview with him to remove the condition. Did you go with him?
Were you not on a show? I said he left me behind. Did not even know that the people are written.
No. That's not my question, ma'am. My question is, before the conditional green card is removed, under the USCIS regulation, when you get a conditional green card, you file for the removal in 90 days. And then there will be an interview with you and the applicant, the petitioner? Did you go with him for the interview for the removal of the condition?
The man was a JJC. The man acted like he knew everything. Who knows? Maybe the man took women with him to pretend at me. Because even in that immigration
I'm
thing,
asking you petitioner, they will write you, they wrote you. According to the letter they wrote you, they say you're supposed to, according to the last paragraph they read, that you are supposed to attend a process. Did you, Cecilia, go with him to the interview to remove the condition? Yes or no?
Gibson Cheru, what part of I did not know that they are waiting for me to go with him? Don't you understand?
Okay, let me move on. Let me move on. You said you said that he went to another woman. Let me just say this: if your condition is elapsed, if you're supposed to remove the 3 months conditional green card, I mean the 2-year conditional green card, and it elapsed under the USCR regulation, you are as if you did not gain green card at all. Now, the letter they wrote, they didn't say you are bigamy. They said he did not present that marriage certificate. They did not register it with USCIS. That's why they deny it. Where is the letter that says that he was in bigamy and they deny it? Do you have a letter for that?
Cecilia, let me ask you a question. Cecilia, hold on. Before you answer, Gibson, can you apply 2 times with 2 different women? Because you say you're expert today. He had the first petitioner, Cecilia Kuhn.
Good question.
And he had the second petitioner. He had the second petitioner also, Gibson. You got immigration office. I'm concerned that you're getting people being deported. Why you got immigration office and you asking that question, Gibson? I'm concerned.
You asked the question. Let me respond to the question. Let me respond to the question.
Yeah, let me learn the question.
I
really want to learn from you. You're master of everything. Gibson, you jack of all trade yet. You just confirmed today that you get immigration office. And, you know,
I'm trying to provide an information for everybody to understand the show today. The letter you just read, the last paragraph you just read, they said, and I cannot quote, I will just say what it said. That we cannot approve your green card because there is a case pending for interview and you did not register your marriage certificate with immigration.
Is this the letter you're talking about?
The first one that said it was the marriage certificate was not registered. There was one there that says yes. This is the one, yes. It said the marriage certificate was not registered or was not presented to the USCIS, correct?
Divorce, not marriage, divorce.
Hold on, guys, hold on. Let Gibson answer himself. Gibson, go ahead. Let's read what you want us to understand. Read it for us.
What I'm saying is, she accused Speaker
Kuhn. You said in the letter.
Can you give me a chance now? Let me speak up. I on the phone today, so when cross talk, I can't understand. The paragraph says that he claimed that he is married, but he did not register that marriage certificate was not presented with the immigration. There is nowhere in this letter that says that you have claimed double marriage and it's a bigamy. But Cecilia can continue to claim on the show today that the man was denied for bigamy. That's why I'm asking her, does she have any other document that says that he is being accused or being denied of bigamy?
But Gibson, I'm still confused. You know, when talking to Cecilia,
you're confused. There's nowhere on the show.
Cecilia, wait. Gibson, please understand. Try to make us to understand as well. I'm not disrespecting you. You know, you my
No, go ahead. I'm good.
You're my grandfather. You know that, and I
I'm
respect
good.
you.
I'm good. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you're my grandfather.
Do it. Jason knows everything. Do it. He lawyer. He McKinney. He everything.
I put the letter back up, right? But if you understand the letter, this is the beginning of the first paragraph to the ending. It's very clear. The immigration telling Richard Coon, you have 2 women that you marry, and both of them filed. You have petitioner 1 and petitioner 2. Correct, Gibson?
Speak. God disagreeing with you.
But that's what it said. What's the difference?
Let me answer your question without you asking the question. Even though I'm not a guest, but I'm going to help with the process. The letter that was written her or Richard Coon says, Richard Coon, you said you married to somebody, but you did not send us the marriage certificate. Meanwhile, there is a case of conditional green card pending, and so we cannot.
There is no letter stating that.
No, there is. You can read with context. The first part of that thing you put up said that you did not present your marriage certificate. That you are. Please give me a chance. I can't understand you when you're talking. Please give me a chance, please. I beg you,
Gibson.
Because you can be afraid of getting new information.
Let everybody see. Please put it first power. Get everybody see.
Gibson, wait, Gibson. But brother Gibson want to understand you. Let's read exactly.
Can you please read that? Can you please read it? Yeah. I can't see it. I'm on the phone.
Yeah, I'll read it. I will read it. But I just want you to understand also, right? Let's do this for the sake of our audience in the radio line. So now you're ready. I'm going to ask you, are you talking about this first paragraph from the beginning of the letter that says on August 9, 2021? Is that what you are referring to?
I can't see it clear, but if you read it, I'll be glad you did.
Okay, let me read it. On August 9, 2021, you filed a Form I-130, petition for alien relative with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, on behalf of Richard Coon. Year in after the beneficiary, you sought to clarify the beneficiary as the spouse of a U.S. citizen, USC, under section blank, blank, blank of the immigration.
After.
Well, let me finish now. Let me finish. You say you're not saying that, but you say after again. So what you want?
Yeah, go ahead.
After a thorough review of your petition, the testimony provided during your interview, and the record of evidence, we must inform you that we are denying your petition. Should I proceed?
Okay, go to the next one. I just want that part that says, I want the part that you read earlier that says the marriage certificate that you presented is not registered with the immigration. That part I want.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if we can find the part here.
That is the second one, I think.
But listen now, we'll get there. To demonstrate that an individual is eligible for approval as the beneficiary of a petition filed under INA, a petitioner must establish a bona fide spousal relationship with the beneficiary and establish that he or she is a U.S. citizen. Okay, you said not this one. Let's move on, guys.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's come to the next one. The first paragraph to the last letter. The resubmitted evidence was not sufficient in establishing that the marriage between the first petitioner and the beneficiary was bona fide as its inception. Therefore, the Form I-751 was referred for an in-person interview.
Great. Great.
Should I proceed?
Yeah, go ahead. You're getting there. Great. Thank you.
While the Form I-751 was pending, the beneficiary and the first petitioner allegedly divorced in Monrovia, Liberia on April 7, 2021.
Correct.
Okay, hold on now. This divorce was not reported to USCIS. And on June 3, 2021, the first petitioner and the beneficiary were scheduled for an interview at the USCIS.
That's all I want. Thank you. That's all I want. That's what I want to speak to. So you can remove it so I can see your face. I'm sorry. Tonton, and I'm asking the question in a statement, Madam Coffee, for you to answer. According to this document, Richard Coon may have submitted a divorce on your behalf from Monrovia, that you are no longer his wife, therefore a new person filed for him. They are saying that divorce paper was not submitted to the immigration as part of his evidence. So there was nothing about bigamy that was mentioned in the document. You are accusing him of bigamy today. I'm asking you, do you have any document from the immigration, from any court that says Richard Coon is being accused of bigamy? Do you have any document?
Stanton, there's a legal question. Can we answer it quick and fast?
Certificate. USCIS don't have to, that knows the case. You know, in the law is bigamy. There's no way I say, oh, the court, the USCIS accusing of bigamy. They're just telling the other woman, we don't recognize your marriage. The divorce they made, paper they made brought on the first lady. Check the archive, there's nothing there to prove that they are divorced. So because he's not divorced from Madam Coon, we cannot honor your petition. He's still married. As simple as that.
My last question, then I will pause. Then maybe Stanton can repeat me, whatever. I come back to my previous question to make it much clearer. In that letter that Stanton just read, they said before we came to the divorce paper, the first paragraph, it said there was an interview pending with you and Richard Coon to attend that interview.
Yes, that was for his citizenship.
No, that was not citizenship, madam. Richard Coon had not reached the level of citizenship because he has a conditional green card. He can never be citizen with a conditional green card.
Maybe at that stage he carried the other woman to act like that's me.
No, don't give me cheek. Don't give me cheek, man. Okay, that's not why it says.
Listen, we gotta pass you. We gotta leave you, Gibson. Thank you very much.
Maybe he carried another woman to act like
can I make my statement go? Because I'm leaving. Maybe I will not. Let me make my statement there. Go.
It's not statement time yet. That question time.
I beg you, please, because I'm not going to come back. Please, start on. I beg you.
Yes, if you wasn't my grandpa, I wasn't going to allow you. But make your short.
Yeah, statement. They think their grandpa been here. Let me just say this. I'm a journalist today, and I'm going to say exactly what I know based on what I know about immigration cases. The immigration case that was pending, which is the R751, is a conditional green card which you need to appear for you to be able to verify that this man, you married a man under 2 years, and he had been with you, he's faithful, he loves you, and then they can give him the 10-year green card. You failed to attend that interview. This is why
possible,
I'm coming. Let me finish, man. I'm coming. Please, I beg you. You will respond to me. You will respond to me when I finish here. I beg you.
Okay.
The reason why they cancel his conditional green card is because the petitioner refused to attend that interview. And so under the USCIS regulation, if you don't file the removal condition within 90 days, that particular privilege will be taken away from you as if you did not even have a green card. So at that point, Richard Coon did not have any more green card. He was not qualified again. He became an alien in America. So if you wanted him to get another document, you will have filed another R130 for him to go over through the whole thing all over again. So
after realizing everything the man did, right?
So no, I'm not saying you're forced to do it. I'm not saying you're forced to do it. You're clean. Let me finish and you respond to me. Let me finish. You're clean. No, okay, that last comment, 10 seconds. You're clean. That Richard Coon was filing for citizenship. It's false. It's not attainable on the current process. and Richard Kun did not go for any citizenship because he was not qualified to even apply for citizenship.
So, Gerson, let me ask you a question.
I don't think you had to read it.
Sincere way. Gerson, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
So, the paper that we're looking at Richard Kun filed for citizenship is false?
Simple.
Is it false?
But when you showed me that, you didn't show me any citizenship paper. The paper you showed me is an I-130 paper. The paper you just read, Jenna, is an I-130 paper that somebody filed for him on his behalf, and he did not show that he had divorced Cecilia to register that he no longer married to Cecilia. So they said, no, you still married to the woman. In fact, you have a case pending. I beg you, I beg you, please.
Jason, thank you very much. We gotta go. Jason, thank you very much. We gotta go, our brother. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, last year I will respond to you next time, but not today.
Yeah, Gibson, thank you. I think Gibson is confused like hell. I want to say to all of you, yeah, they're bringing our brother Paul Kennedy. We see our brother Winfred Russell on. I'm going to bring in Vendetta Patrick for this other segment. It's getting interesting. We want to say to all of you, thank you for sharing the show. And again, we invited Richard Kun to speak, not member of his office, or folks from Richard Kun office calling me. We don't have no business with them. Richard Kun will have to address this at his own time. You're welcome to come on the show or go anywhere else to address the issue. And again, the Liberian people need to know, because he is the speaker. He is Speaker Richard Kun. So this is about Speaker Richard Kun. I don't know where Gibson coming from. The man signed paper. He went for an interview. Then Gibson said the man didn't apply for citizenship. I don't know about that. But let's hear you, Paul. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Stanton, thank you. And good evening, Madam Kun. And thank you so much for sharing your personal story with us. You know, a lot of us have siblings who are sisters, and for some reason we wouldn't want them to go through the kind of challenges we are facing now. But let me ask you a question, man. Are you aware? First of all, I came late, so I don't want to ask a question that probably have been asked. Are you aware that in Liberia there are two kinds of marriages? There's a statutory marriage and a customary marriage. Are you aware of that? All right.
Yes.
So my question is, which type of marriage did you and Mr. Kun go through?
Statutory, which is by law. It's not that you live with a man, you know, and then they recognize you like a common law married wife. No. Went through the law. Yes. So yeah.
And by that, you don't went to the court or you went to the church and signed a certificate, correct?
Yeah, we went to the court. He didn't have money at the time, so we just did a court thing.
Okay. Are you aware of
Paul, that's a court document that is in the chat room, just for your information.
Okay, yeah. All right.
No, but see, it's in Liberia.
It's not your time. It's not your time to talk, Vendetta. Vendetta, it's not your time to talk. You will hold your peace.
They got married in Delaware.
Vendetta, it's not your time to talk.
So the question, yeah, thank you. I was laying this question to lay another premise for another question, which is, in Liberia, though, he could be married and have a customary marriage, which means a traditional marriage. Has Mr. Kun at any point in time approached you that he was intending to get married to a second wife, and you and him had a conversation that you want to tell us today about, because which was a reason why he must have probably gone and had a second marriage? Are you aware of any point in time that he intended to bring a second wife and he had a conversation with you?
We live in America. America does not recognize all that stuff you are saying. Richard Kun married. Yeah, Richard Kun married in. He married two women in America. It didn't happen in Liberia. It did not happen in Liberia. In the U.S. In the U.S. A public record. You can go and find a certificate, the marriage certificate. He married here in this country. So the crime was committed here.
Yeah, no, my question, you probably didn't understand my question. My question was, I agree that he married to you based on the evidence provided through a statutory marriage. But we are traditional people from Liberia. In the tradition, you can marry several wives, especially when the second and third wife are married through custom laws. My question is, did the honorable man approach you or have conversation with you that he was intending to go back to Liberia to get into a second marriage? Did he have that conversation with you?
Did you not hear me that Rachel Kuhn married in Massachusetts? He married here in the U.S., not Liberia. I'm not hearing me.
Yeah, he can hear you. He chooses.
Yeah, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
But let me leave alone.
In the U.S. and one in Liberia. In the U.S. That's what I'm telling you. He will not be able to set foot here. So I don't know how the country will do. You got a speaker that can't come here to negotiate anything for us.
Marriages, we're talking about 3.
You got 1 in Liberia, you got 2 in America.
Yes.
Okay, so that thank you so much. I didn't have that information.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, but let me bring in the former councilman Winfred Russell. Mr. Russell, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Stanton. Fascinating conversation. Great being on. I'd like to say Merry Christmas to all of my panelists and Ms. Cecilia Kuhn. Thanks for your courage and thanks. So, step here yours. And for those of you who are watching,
what's wrong with your
listening to us, I also like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So what?
We are losing you, Russell.
So I
think you have
I don't
to
know if there's
work on
anyone here.
Russell, you have to work on your internet. We are losing you.
You still not hearing me?
You are good now, but you're just in and out.
Okay, I will sign off and sign back in. Okay.
Yes, let's try that. Maybe it'll be better. Thank you. Let me bring in from there Patrick. Mr. Patrick.
So, CEO, thank you, CEO, for this brilliant conversation. I'm sorry, I'm not using my glasses tonight, so I don't recognize the name on the platform. What's the name, madam? I'm sorry, I joined late.
Mr. Cecilia Paul Kuhn.
Thank you, Madam Cecilia Kuhn. So I listened to your expose, your presentation, and you indicated that our current speaker committed a crime in the United States. Prior to this marriage, were you aware that this man was a Liberian citizen trying to marry to an American citizen, and he still enjoys the right under Liberian law as a Liberian citizen? So the claim that you are making that he violated your right, the fact that he's not in the U.S. currently, it has no dealing, it has no bearing on Liberian law, because there are 2 countries. What happens in America is different from what happened in Liberia. Can we conclude that your claims are illegitimate because this man is not a resident of the United States? He's a resident of the Republic of Liberia, governed by Liberian laws. Your claims are illegitimate because he no longer lives in the United States. Can we conclude that?
Vendera Patrick, I'm very disappointed in you.
Madam, answer my question.
No, I answer you. I'm very disappointed in you. I always tell you.
You don't have to interrupt her.
I'm very disappointed in Vendera. I always thought, I never knew him. I used to hear his name, how brilliant he was and all of that. But tonight he proved that he's not. Don't you know marriage is universal? You can marry in Jamaica and go divorce in Spain. Don't you know marriage and divorce are universal? Yes or no? So the man being in Liberia does not mean I cannot go there and divorce him. I cannot divorce in America. Anyone I choose to divorce him, I can divorce him. You can go to Jamaica. Why do you think people plan trips to go to Jamaica to get married? When they read a divorce, do you think they go back to the same country to go divorce? No. Marriage and divorces are universal. So if you know it, you must learn it today.
Vendetta?
So CEO, let me just educate my sister. Under Liberian laws, we have specific rules. In America, man can marry man, woman can marry woman. Totokwe and Mia, it happens in the United States. I live in DC, just so you know. I live in DC.
Go to the point, man.
Stop. Leave Vendetta alone. Don't do this. Let Vendetta speak. The guests will answer.
No, listen.
Vendetta, go ahead.
Consistently has no original ideas. Just so you know, I live in DC, I work in DC, and I decided to come back to Liberia. Just so to satisfy your curiosity. In America, man can marry man. Does that mean we should accept it in Liberia? We say no. Totokwe. Mia. It cannot happen in Liberia. In America, it can happen. Rachel Kun can only be held liable when he's physically present in the United States as a resident. Married to you, you file something. America has no jurisdiction over Liberia to say, Rachel Kun, you and I come in. You and Rachel Kun, whatever that happened, nothing. That's why I'm asking you, do you know that the only claim you have when Rachel Kun is physically present in the United States and he's a resident, that's the only claim? But while he's on Liberian soil, you got no claim? Do you know that?
And what part of the law says so?
As a diplomat, I will tell you.
Madam Kun, wait, I beg you, Mama.
Okay.
Thank you for educating us. Quote, serve the law that say she got no right to divorce Rachel Kun or go after Rachel Kun in Liberia. You say it's the law. Help us.
So listen, CEO, it's just simple. You not gotta go no for law. You should be educating her. They man married a woman honor from what I gather. He went in the US, he married her. I stand to be corrected. Maybe I was not aware from the beginning, but he went in the United States. He got married to her under American law. American laws and Liberian laws are not the same.
Is that marriage recognized? Is that marriage recognized in Liberia?
Marriage recognized in the United States. Marriage.
Is it recognized in Liberia? No, but Vendetta answer us that. Vendetta.
Can I answer him?
Vendetta, is it recognized in Liberia, Vendetta?
No, the marriage system in our country is different from that of the United States.
So Vendetta, I'm making Madam Kun wait 1 minute. Madam Kun wait. Vendetta Patrick, I'm asking a question. They got married in Delaware, USA. Is it recognized in Liberia?
American laws and Liberian laws, they are different. It's not recognized. Because
so the marriage is not. Wait. Just answer my question. We gotta go. Is it recognized in Liberia, Vendetta Patrick?
No,
okay, let me ask you the second question. Let me ask you the second question, VP. Let me ask you the second question. The marriages are taking place in Liberia. You answer the first one. The marriages that are taking place in Liberia, are they recognized here in America?
Come again?
The marriages are taking place in Liberia, are they recognized here in America?
So at the U.S. Embassy, you know what they do? Just so let me educate you.
Let's move on. I just asked you yes or no question. Hey, we move on. But I'm sincere. Can you please?
So how people agree? How people would
I'm very surprised at you. I'm very much surprised at you. So you want to tell me that somebody is married in America when they come to Liberia, then they're not married? Is that what you're trying to say? So a husband and a wife travel to Liberia. I'm answering you when you're talking.
You gotta stop now. You gotta stop.
Are you trying to tell the world that a husband and a wife who are married in the US, when they get to Liberia, they consider not married? Is that what you're trying to say? Because Liberia laws different from US law. Marriage is universal. If you don't know it, So a woman can leave from here with her husband, get to Liberia, they are still married. Mr. Vendetta Patrick in America will still be Mr. Vendetta Patrick in Liberia. And she can sue you if you try anything there and anywhere she want to sue you. Marriage does not stop across the ocean or it does not stop at the border. Okay? So I'm very surprised at him.
Senator, I have one question for the lady.
So we're going to do another round, then we'll start winding this thing down because, again, it's a great show. We'll come to you, Remy Gray. I want to start with Emmanuel George, the rest of the guys that they are in and out. But I want to say to all of you, a wonderful program today. And we say thanks to Madam Cecilia Coon. Let's start the second round very quick, Madam Coon. Now you have explained a lot. Richard Coon, a son mother that took him for child support while he was at your home. You guys were married. The USCIS have denied, terminated the provisional status given to him and say he will not be citizen. Richard Coon from the other woman in marriage. The story is just a lot. We started the America now. What's your next action? You are in Liberia. Coming back to America to do what? Now that you know everything, the Pandora box is open wide. What are you going to do?
First of all, I want to appeal to the Liberian people to talk to your speaker, to take the divorce paper, let's go to court, and let me get my divorce. On December 22nd, again, I went to Colano Law Firm, my lawyer. We reissued the summons. The divorce summons. Yeah, is it mine? Hey, I want my divorce. It's not me versus any woman or me versus Rachel Coon or anything. I want my freedom. So that's it. If I come to America, if I take over in my bed, the next day if I decide I want to pursue it, I can do it. If I decide to just let it go, I can let it go. So it all depends on the actions. It all depends on your action. Like I said, I'm not a wicked person. I'm not that kind of person. All I need is my divorce. Is it too hard to ask? Why is he running away from accepting the paper? What I a grandma or I a big ma or I a auntie or just accept the paper. Let me get my divorce. Argument close.
We received the document from the second petitioner. Did you reach out to the immigration?
When I come back, my plan is to reach out to immigration. My plan is to reach out to the immigration. As a diplomat, I will tell you, Liberia has a treaty with countries. People can be extradited for crime. They don't say, oh, American laws, different from Liberia laws. You kill somebody here, you run over there, they will send you back. So it does not mean because you touch the soil of Liberia, that means people can't touch you. So it depends on what side I wake up on. When you know what good for himself, he better just accept this paper. Let's go to the court. Let's go through the process. Let me get my divorce. And the process is over. As simple as that. I got nothing for him. Okay? I don't need anything from him. I made him. He want me to break him. Like I said, I will break him. It's as simple as that. And as a speaker, he really need to tender in his resignation. To tell you the truth, any other country by now, you be turning in your resignation. The man's a criminal. Yes, a criminal.
Let's talk about the properties involved. Do you guys have any properties in Liberia that is of a contention here? Then we'll bring in Emmanuel George.
Yeah, where's my deed? I married my husband. He gave me gift. You can see it. Richard Coon.
No, you have to send it. You got to send it to me.
I will send it to you. Richard Coon to Cecilia Coon. Duplexes. Okay? No fake document. Everything here. And probate there. Yeah, here, wall letter. Signed by him. Everything. So I had these what do you need the thing to do, I think. So I had my brother living in one of the duplexes, and then I was renting the other one. 2019, while I was in Liberia, I was the dean of the university, the Salvation Army University. I was dean of the College of Health Sciences. Rachel said, "Oh, a Lebanese man want to buy the place because within that area, which is in Virginia, Liberia, he has other horses." He said the man want to purchase the whole place. So I said, "Oh, okay, no problem." I told my brother that he and his kids had to leave the place. Okay, I turned the place over to Rachel in 2019. Rachel took that place. The COVID-19 happened. When I asked him, "Rachel, but where's my money?" Rachel said, "Oh, the Lebanese man traveled. When he comes back, you know, I will try to get the money." And to this day, I not received a brass penny. I put my brother out with his children, turn my place over to Rachel. And anytime I send somebody there, the people there will call him. He will start threatening the people. So in 2021, I got me an attorney in fact, and I filed for eviction at the Broadway court. It wasn't me versus him. It was me and the tenants. I was just trying to evict the tenant. He interjected himself there. He will go to the court, put money in his pocket, and start bribing the people. Today, they can't even find the disposition. And the judge there said, because the money is more than 5,000, I should go up to the Temple of Justice there to the debt court. So, like I said, you know, my campaign was on. I was saying, let me just stay focused. So this year, I filed for my debts. Rachel owed me money for over 9 years. Had not given me a dime. You know, what kind of speaker is that? You can't pay your debt? Why you can't pay your debt? Is that a responsible person that y'all put there as number 3? That's supposed to be parading around. You take pay every month. I'm in Liberia, one scratch card. They may not even give me. Gas slip, nothing. I don't bother him. I do not bother him. Okay, when I had the time, I went to the court, to the debt court. As the time goes, he still got my houses. The money is accumulating. It's 175 per house. Multiply times 2, times 9 years, we're going on 10 years. Rachel have not paid me. So y'all talk to him, let him give me my money, let him give me my divorce, let him take my place over to me. Simple. Go your way, I go my way. Whatever you want to do, that's your business. You see?
Thank you very much. Emmanuel, let's get your closing question. You can ask 2, and we go around the block with this one.
Thank you. Madam Kuhn, I received a message. Do you know Speaker Kuhn family members?
I might know some, I might not know all. Like I told you, that's my dad.
Do you know a sister that he has in Nigeria by the name of Doris Iredi? R-E-D.
I told you the man a Nigerian man. So you bring your now his Nigerian family and something. You say a sister in Nigeria. I don't know her. That the man family. I told you the man was a Nigerian man or is a Nigerian man. Now I'm glad that you know that you got relatives there.
Okay, she's claiming, and she wanted to come on the show, that you are Rachel Kuhn's biological sister.
I don't know her. I don't know her.
She want to come on the show. We can bring her next.
Yeah, I sent a screenshot of her in the chat. Okay.
You know, I don't know her.
So are you Speaker Kuhn's biological sister?
No.
Thank you.
Speaker Kuhn got Nigerian background. He's a Nigerian man. He's not even a Liberian. I got no Nigerian blood in me. He can bring all his family members to lie. What's the issue? We not get to do, you know, scientific stuff. Give me my divorce. All
so let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question? I know I'm going to get in trouble with this question.
Yeah.
And I'm begging you, please don't answer it. I know my mom watching, my sister there, and my wife. But the thing about Rachel Kuhn being your brother, you guys ever slept together, the husband and wife?
Why not? What husband and wife do?
No, the reason why I'm asking, because if Rachel Kuhn is telling us, right, and telling folks that you are his sister, right? You have the family relationship. Then he's on paper marrying you. It's even more crime. That's what Conor Gray was saying. It's even worse for him. But then my people that I know that follow us on this show, my Liberian people want to know whether you ever had sex with your brother Richard Coon. I'm sorry, Mama, I'm sorry, but we got to that show we're doing.
Who will marry a man? Who will marry a man without have sex? Husband and wife do have sex. Like my marital duties now.
I understand. So it means that if Richard Coon, what he's saying is true, and you're saying something other than listen, we slept on the same bed, we took baths together, and then it's question our body over here, then somebody is not correct in the head, but you are confirming, yes, you're dating husband and wife thing.
Yeah, we did a husband and wife thing. So even if we were ma and pa, we're adults. They call it incest. Nobody goes to jail for incest. When two consenting adults agree to do something, it's not a crime. So let's assume. So I perform my marital duties.
Wow. Okay, so before I bring it myself, folks, don't blame me. This is what we do on the show. The show that everybody show, you know, and that's what makes the show interesting, because sometimes we got to ask the question that people will not be comfortable asking.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognize anyone in this photo?
Yeah.
Can you tell us who are in this photo?
I see my husband, Richard Coon. I see myself. I see Richard's brother. I see his other brother. I don't know who this lady is.
So where was this? When was this taken?
I really can't remember, to tell you the truth.
Was it taken prior to the war or after the war?
It looked like in Liberia. It must be maybe after the war.
At that time, were you and Richard Coon growing up? You guys had a relationship at the time?
At the time, Richard and myself were married.
Oh, y'all were married?
Yes.
And y'all were married, and Richard brother over there?
Yeah, I see his two brothers, but I don't really recognize the lady. I recognize Richard.
Okay, so let me go back a little bit. Y'all married in Liberia, or at the time y'all came from America?
We married in the U.S.
And y'all went back to Liberia?
Yeah, I've been going back and forth.
No, I understand. I just want to establish something here. So
yeah, I've been going back and forth.
Okay, so the family recognized that you guys were married?
Yes.
Okay, so it proved that maybe you guys are not brother and sister. Do you think when people say, oh, Richard Coon married, you guys married because of paper, how do you address that? I want to give you the chance to tell the story. Because in the mind of Liberian people, well, the man married his sister just for paper. That's not so, is it?
I know I married Richard as my husband. You're not in the mind of people. So maybe he came to get paper. That one left with him. Because like I said, the man brought a pregnant woman that he lied, that was his friend's wife, in the house. Which I found out afterwards that everything the USCIS said in this document, that both of them entered the country at the same time, but probably he left her somewhere and then later on came to my house, because like a week or two after, before he said, oh, my friend's wife is here. She came on I-20 to attend the university. She didn't get nowhere to stay. He asked me, you know, so if we can launch her. I said, okay. Yeah, that was the story.
Thank you very much. Kev Hassan. I'm sorry, Kev. Emmanuel, it was your last question. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, are you bringing the lady after?
I sent her the link and she acknowledged that she has it. So
thank you, Kev.
Stanton, I'll send you the number of the lady in Baltimore. She want to call in, the lady that filed for the child support.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so all Richard Coon concubines and women. What you guys trying to do to us here? So Madam Coon, what are you trying to do to us here? You bring in all the concubines, and some of them have 700 girlfriends and 300 a wife. So Richard Coon not even close, and he got so many concubines, and that's Richard Coon.
And she claimed she was deceived too. Coon said her sister was Cecilia, so all she know that sister.
Yeah.
Lying
to these women. Lying to these women.
Can you call her? We'll give her the chance briefly. Can you call her?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So hold on 1 minute. I'm calling her. Let's see if she'll pick up. And then we'll use your time to talk to her briefly. Madam Coon, if you still have time, we appreciate. Hello, your name?
I'm here already. So.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Stanton from the Spoon Network. How you doing?
I'm blessed. And yourself?
I'm okay, thank you. What's your name?
Velma Walker.
Velma, is it okay to put you on the show? I believe you're already following, though.
Definitely.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me bring you on. There you go. You are live, Vermont. You are live on Spoon. We are here with Madam Cecilia Paul Dr. Emmanuel George, a panelist, Kev Hassan, a panelist, the retired Colonel Ed Reverend Gray, T. Wonokai Fangolo is here, Gibson Jerry is here, the former councilman, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, Winfrey Russell is here. Welcome to the show. You watching? You're welcome. We watching. What you care to contribute tonight?
I'm just happy to hear everything that that's your Mistress Coon, Cecilia Paul, because I myself, I've been to her house, if you can remember. I was there pregnant with my son. Coon took me there to see his father and told me that he was at his sister's place. So I'm a little bit confused about the whole thing too, because I brought Coon to my home in Maryland from her house. So I can't understand that she was married to him and I have Coon living with me. So I'm kind of confused about the whole thing, but that's not my place with that. My biggest thing is I'm happy that she's married to him, because that means the whole time child support searching for Coon, that means he been to Cecilia Paul's house. I wish I've known, but now I know I'm going to redo child support, because both of them now they need to pay me. Because she been hiding Coon. I guess she been telling Coon, don't do this, don't do that, and stopping child support the whole time. I've been very lenient. Like you said, been more than a year. Yeah, it's true. Been more than 10 years with Mr. Coon. That's true. Because my son will be 11 in 2 months' time. So that was in the same time frame. I guess that she married him. But I'm happy to hear all of this, because it's a good news for me and my kid.
So let me ask you a question. Excuse me, your first name again? Can we get your name right? Velma. So Velma, you met Richard Coon here in the United States. He met you here?
No, dear. I know Coon my whole life. I met Coon back home. I don't want to say what age, how old, where. I met him in high school. That's why I met Coon.
What grade were you in then?
I don't want to explain all of that. We'll prepare for another day.
Okay.
But yeah, that's how I know Coon. Yeah, I re-saw him during the Ebola time. That's when I re-saw Coon. He told me he wanted to come, and the World Bank sent him to do his CPA, and he needed money for a ticket. That's how it was to send him money to come here and stuff.
Oh, you provided the plane ticket?
Yeah, he asked me for 900 to add whatever he had at that time. He came.
So you were already in the state, right?
Yes, I was here by that time.
And you got pregnant here in America, or you took the pregnancy? He met you, you got pregnant, and you told us that Madam Cecilia said Coon discussed certain things with her, and that you couldn't pursue the child support because he have taken your naked picture. Were you informed? About this story?
That is not true. That is not true. So let's start with Mistress Cecilia Coon. I have conflict with her. If she can remember, she can go back there. Because like I said, I've been to her house in Virginia, so all I know she's Coon's sister, step-sister, that's all I know. So we had a conflict where I was really going for Coon because I didn't know a lot of things about Coon. I found that he's married to Angeline. Coon back home, it was so many things going on. So I was really upset, really disturbed. So I was extremely mad. I called him mom. I could talk to him mom at that time, peace to her ashes. I was like, oh, why you didn't tell me your son married back home? I didn't know this time was home. The whole time he lied to my parents, preparing my marriage, traditional marriage, all those stuff he was doing back home. So that means you were lying to my parents because I don't want to lie to my parents. So all those things was lies. So it's crazy. Sorry about that.
It's okay. You can take a break.
So Cecilia Park gave me the picture when I was like really posting Coon and getting upset, posting everybody, like everybody he told me about. I know everything about Angeline Coon, the house in Hotel Africa. I know about it because that house was being built when I was around him. I saw the foundation of everything. So I know a lot. But Coon, he never lied to me. He explained a lot. There are some things that he did lie to me, maybe Cecilia Park as his stepsister, I don't know. But yeah. But that's when Cecilia Park came in the picture. She started saying that I don't blame Coon. He lied on way for a dog and got off fleas. I had a serious problem with that. I started insulting her too. Like, first of all, you a big sister. If you doing all of this thing and you insulting me, and I just went off. So she started cursing that I had black her on social media. Coon don't have my naked picture, whatever she stated that. If he did, the first we did on social media, he could have posted it a long time ago. And then the gift Fiaka won from Banavie, that one could have posted it too, because I wasn't even playing with none of them. I was going for them to the booms. I didn't care because I felt like I was lied to. I was frustrated. I was hurt. Coon left me 1 week before I gave birth. Wow. You know, I have to do everything by myself. Everybody making a laughing stock out of me, and nobody understood what was happening to me. Everybody felt like, oh, he just met her in America. That's not true. I know Coon my whole life.
Let's hold you on the phone. And since then, we saw the court record that you took him for child support. How did that end?
So I took him and couldn't find where he was because I'm in Maryland, he in another state. You know, so the tracing Coon is a very smart guy. And whomever was pushing him, like I said again, if it has been the Cecilia Park, then this is what God bringing everything to light. Because if you have been pushing him, telling him what to do to harm me or hurt me, this is the result. Because now the whole time they can't find his address, and he told me he's not going to sign no document, he's not going to do nothing. Okay. Now she got him in court. Okay, why you have him in court? He's your brother. Now you have him for divorce. So I'm speechless. I'm like, okay, really? So this is how God works. It took some years, almost 11 years, for all of this to pop out. 11 years, I can't get nothing for my son, which of course is okay. I've been taking care of him. But both of them have to pay me now. You married to him, that's good. I'm not worried about that. And whomever, I'm going to file the child support again. I mean, they're active sitting there. I'm going to tell them where the location is. You in Delaware, that's good news. That's all I needed to know too. Because I need to get a lawyer too to get Coon and his wife money too.
So you say you enter in Madame Cecilia home in Maryland, and he introduced Madame Cecilia as his sister or half sister?
Yes, that was in Virginia. She lived in Virginia before.
Okay.
Yeah, she lived in Virginia before Delaware. He told me that was his stepsister. His dad was at that household when there. You know, so I believe it because his father was there. Peace to his ashes. Mr. Coon was there, and Coon Senior was there before the Opa passed. He was with her the whole time. So I believe that was true. That was his sister.
Did you talk to her? Did you eat at the home? Because if he took you there, did he introduce you as his girlfriend?
Yes, I was 40 pregnant there. I went there, I drank there. You know, when I say drank the juice and stuff, sat down there, talked to the OPAP, took a picture with his father. You know, her son came from school. I was there. She's a busy woman too. I was taking her to the airport before, you know. Yeah, so I didn't look at it to be like something was wrong because nobody said anything different. She didn't look at me strange, except when I was fussing with him. That's when she's like, oh, I don't blame him. He went and lied on the door and got off sleep. That's when me and her broke up because I'm not going to sit there and let her call me any kind of names. You know?
Before, can you hang on? Let's give Madame Coon the chance to speak. And it's a good thing that she allowing you on her time that you can be part of this show. We do appreciate you. But quickly though, have Coon paid any child support to you for your son?
No.
Okay. Madame Coon, we have
yes.
Ms. Alma here. You heard the story. She went to
I
your
heard the
house.
story.
You ate, she drank, and you were introduced as his stepsister.
I don't know what she's talking about. Richard probably goes around and lie, say, "Oh, I'm here in America, but I'm here with my sister." Who will look at another woman and say, "Oh, I'm here with my wife, or I'm here with my fiance"? So he lied. Like I said, I sent for 4 people, and from the beginning of the show, I did mention that I even sent for his dad. So maybe I was not at home when he brought her. Okay, so I don't know what she's trying to add up. And she used to insult me because she knew of our relationship. So for her to come out today and say, "Oh, she didn't know," and now she just hearing it, that he told her, that maybe behind my back, he must have told her, "Oh, that my sister," just to lie. But nowhere in my house did I see her for her to say, "Oh yeah, he introduced her to me." So that other talk, but just to show you the kind of man, we are all talking about here. You run through women, you do these things, Rachel showed me her naked picture. I have no cause to sit and lie here. So if she didn't see it, well, good for her. If she want to say that after she born a baby, she and Rachel never slept because he went there, he said he went to go visit his son. And that's when he brought that picture and showed it to me. But we're not here to judge whether they slept, they didn't sleep. Okay? So he goes around and tell and lie to people, "Oh, she's my sister, man," so they can go on with him or don't think of anything. Then that's it. So just to show you the kind of man. So he had women here, he came here and he in the States and did what he wanted to do. Yeah. Irresponsible man, useless man.
So let's give, if you don't mind, Vermont, we're going to bring in Emmanuel George. Maybe they have questions for you, Councilor Russell. And it's good. Listen, you can come on the show anytime. If you want to tell your story, you are Liberians. We respect your own story, and we're so happy to have you. Again, we extended invitation to Madame Christiana Tuo from Massachusetts as well. She's watching. Is the second petitioner that got married to Richard Kuhn, Madame Christiana T-U-E, Kuhn, to be part of the show when she's available. But Emmanuel, we have Doris Arida in the back. She will come on later on. But we have Vermont here on this thing about the child support and her own experience with Richard Kuhn.
Yeah, Vermont, good evening, and thank you for coming on the show. The first question I would, how did you and Speaker Kuhn met? Were you in a school that he was teaching, or you just met as you were in high school?
High school, not in the same school. I was in high school. I met Kuhn, not in college. I met Kuhn in high school.
Okay, and that was when you were in which grade?
9th grade.
9th grade. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
So hold on, is that a 9th grade as per the U.S. standard? Because if you were in 9th grade,
Liberia. I was in Liberia at that time.
Yeah, but my son is in 9th grade. He's 14 years old. So were you 14, 15 at the time?
Yeah, I don't want to call my.
Now, if you want to listen, if you want to talk it, you talk it, because if you say 9th grade, my son Stanton Jr. is in 9th grade, he's 14 years old. So if you say 9th grade and we're going by the same standard, then you was around 14, 15 at the time. Am I correct? Hello?
I just keep it that way for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we move.
Discuss my issues later.
Thank you. We move on.
I highly appreciate you telling us that you were in 9th grade. I highly appreciate you taking that brave step. Now, the next step forward, did I hear you clearly stating that you physically met Madame Cecilia Kuhn at her residence in Virginia, and she was introduced to you physically as Speaker Kuhn's stepsister?
So he didn't say to me why she was there, but he told me, let's go to my sister's house and go see my dad. So that's how I went to the house. I saw her, spoke to her. Now like, oh, this is my sister. Now like that, because he already told me. So I'm aware that his sister. So I just went and spoke to her like, Cecilia, how you coming on? How you doing? That's it. There was no further question like, oh, when you pregnant, what's going on with you? There was nothing like he was staying away from me. He was sitting right next to me. His dad there, all of those things. So there was nothing. And like I said, I've dropped Miss Cecilia to the airport before. I said, I don't know, she don't remember. I've dropped her before I gave birth to my son on 2015, January. I did drop you to the airport. I had to take you to Dallas airport.
Okay, why you were in a house? I don't know how many hours you spent in a house. Why you were in a house? Were you and Speaker Coon at that time behaving like you were in a romantic relationship? Was he relaxed with you? Did you feel relaxed in the house?
Sure, definitely. His dad was there. I was excited. We're taking pictures. Her son walked in the door. He just went straight to his room. I said, oh my God, He said, oh, my sister's son. I said, oh, okay, that's nice. The little boy didn't say nothing. He was between the age of maybe 13, 14, or 15. So that was it. There was nothing like much about like saying anything bad to your father about me. It was just like me and the dad taking pictures, doing stuff, he too taking pictures. So I didn't feel somehow uncomfortable being there. I just believe everything because your dad is there, your sister's house, your sister's son, then you yourself, then me.
Okay, Kev, let me skip you for a second. I'm going to bring in Mr. Russell and come back to you. I got Gibson here, T. Wanoka have not spoken yet. And then after this round, we end the show with Madam Cecilia. I mean, it took everything in you to come on the show, Madam Cecilia. I mean, yeah, seriously. And we do appreciate you, especially Vermont is connecting with us. It's good that I have your number. Vermont, it's good that you calling us as well. Councilman Russell, I mean, this is taking a whole different twist.
Yes, Stanton. Can you hear me now? Is my internet a little better now? Okay.
Yes, you're good.
Yes, it is taking a whole different twist. And, I know a lot of people seem to be interested in the salacious nature of the conversation. And it's really, really unfortunate. But I just would like to say to Miss Cecilia Coon and to Miss Velma Walker, I think you said your name is. Just like to tell you all, from my vantage point as a male, to tell you that I believe you all. Sorry for what may have gone down. What may have gone down between you all and the Speaker Coon. Just from a man perspective, for me as a man, I have twin daughters. I have a 10-year-old, and hearing that some man who may have been her teacher or whatever his position was at the time was talking to a child in the 9th grade. It's really disturbing and really sad. And this is a speaker.
How do you know that all 9th graders are children? There are some people who are 24 in the 9th grade Liberia.
Why are you like this? Why?
Stop that sentimental attitude, man. It's too sentimental.
My man, shut up, Jake Gibson. Stop.
Don't tell me shut up. You are reading sentimentality. There were people who are 20 years old. They are in the 9th grade based on the delay of their education process.
No. I'm not talking to you. Why you interrupting?
That's very sentimental.
Why are you being rude? Who are you here to be
lecturing
somebody?
Now, if you introduce it, I will end it for you.
Who are you here to be lecturing somebody now?
You are being very sentimental.
No, but
why would you accuse the girl of being a child?
What are you talking about?
Let the man speak.
Listen, you gotta allow the brother to speak freely. We still get Vermont on the phone, and we get Cecilia in the studio. So, Gibson, please let everybody have the time to speak. Brother Russell, can you continue, sir?
Jesus, man. So anyway, Miss Kuhn and Miss Walker, just want to say my heart is out to you all, and I believe you. Thanks for developing the courage to come here and share your story with us. But I hope this administration can take up this issue and try to do some investigation and get to the bottom of this. And the fact that you, Ms. Walker, said you have a child, by the current speaker, and that child needs to be taken care of. And I hope you continue to pursue your rights and the right of the child to ensure that child support and whatever support you need to get for the child, and that becomes a reality. And this was a speaker that a lot of people fought for. A lot of people put their reputation on the line to bring to power. So I mean, this is very, very disgusting and sad. So Merry Christmas to you all, and again, my heart is out to you, and thanks for the courage and the strength to come here to speak your truth. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Russell. Let me bring in Edward McGray. Conagray. I mean, we still get Vermont on the call if you want to ask questions, Colonel.
Okay, thank you. Firstly, I'm left with lots of questions, but I'll just go directly. I'm not going to re-victimize Madam Kuhn or Paul. I'm just going to say you presented a birth certificate, or you presented a document where you and Richard Kuhn don't share the same parents. So I'm just going to believe your side of the story. But another concern is that are you aware that you can file in a U.S. court for divorce since you got married in the state, probably the state of Virginia, if I got you clearly. And if that individual, you file a petition and that individual doesn't show up, you're entitled to a dismissal of that case based on judgment of default. Are you aware of that?
Are you asking Madame Vermont, right?
No, Madame Vermont never indicated that she was married to Mr. Kuhn.
No, we're talking about the child support here. Vermont is the one with the child.
Yeah, on the issue, I was just dealing with Madam Kuhn first. But on the issue, Velma, of your child getting child support, it can take forever. Those kinds of situations, they don't go away. There's no statute of limitation. Your child is entitled to everything he deserves. And in this case, if Madam Paul is saying, Madam Kuhn is saying that she's married to him, she too could be held liable, because you know what? It's a spousal moment. But what I want to say is this: how have your son been managing without the presence of his father?
Vermont, you heard the question?
No.
Your son, without the dad in his life, Colonel Grace asked him, how you managing?
It's a long story, but we here go first. Yeah, it's a long story. Yeah, no matter what I did, Kuhn told me that you are going to be keeping $10 every month until my child turns 18. Then he will give it to my son. That's what he told me. So it's a long story.
You will keep what, $10?
$10?
Yeah, he told me $10 every month. He'll be keeping it in an account in America. Yeah, when my son reaches 18, then he will give it to my son. That's all he can do for me.
Wow. So how you came to that determination that the kid is entitled to only $10? But anyway, Madam, what I will ask you next.
So hold on a minute, Colonel Gray. So if you keep $10 every month, 12 months in a year, that will be $120. You times that by 18. Yeah, 18 years, and that would be $2,160, if I'm correct. Is that what you agreed to? I mean, I see why you met you when you were in Africa. Because it looked like, no, remember, I'm not laughing at the situation, right? Let me laugh.
Yeah.
Because I want to say this to a 9th grade student. My son, I gave him $100 the other day. I said, "What the money?" He said, "I know where I put it, Daddy." But again, tell me the truth. Is that what he said? He would give you $10 a month. In a year, he gave me $120 for 18 years. That was $2,160. Are you kidding me?
That was his exact words. And that was the reason why I kept troubling him the whole time. And he had all those people coming for me on social media that didn't know much and felt like it was okay. So he was throwing people on social media, different accounts, insulting me, embarrassing me, insulting my family, my parents. It was so many. So I have to retreat and let him be. And the last thing, he also told me that when he gets done with me, I will kill myself. And that's when I was like, you know what, let me take a break from all of this. Because now I believe that this man don't really care, you know. That's how I retreated and sat down and decided to watch the show of Kun, because I felt like my time would come for me to approach him again. And I think we're getting there.
So since then, you have not, since you took the office of the speakership or representative, have you spoken to him?
Yes, I used to talk to Kun all the time, but it wouldn't fall on fair time, right? Anytime I bring her stuff, like you don't even call Richardson want to talk to his dad just to say hi or happy birthday, nothing. And he said that I'm trying to use him. My family just want his money and the rest of it, you know. So I was just like, okay, like nobody troubling you. You came here, you went to Towson court, we did co-parenting. You have not taken care of my son. He told me that he would take my son and give my child to somebody that can have my child. I said, well, I don't care. Like
He said, what did he say? He would give your child to who?
Somebody, and the person might not take great care of my child. Like he was just saying things that were like, you know, kind of make me feel somehow to now want to bring out the topic.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was nothing good. I was getting for her that anything I say, it was nothing good to him. It was like, and he had, like I said, he also had a low sport team that was supporting him, especially for females. Those same females that some of us have kids for him were really in the support of whatever hurt he wanted to bring to my table.
Thank you for coming on the show. I'll speak to the both of you, Cecilia and Vermont. You know, for me, honestly, when you spoke first, it almost seemed like, Cecilia, it almost seemed to me like you were coming after the speaker for political reasons, just because of your political connection and everything. But there's a word called corroborate. So when Vermont spoke not too long ago, and then the councilman also spoke, talk about his twin daughters and things like that. You know, I got 2 daughters myself. And as I'm sitting here and listening, I hope and wish that everything we're hearing here about our speaker is not true. But it's getting harder and harder. We got another lady in the background. And Stan is talking about bringing her on, I don't know tonight or when. But what I want to say here quickly, in as much as I'm concerned about what I'm hearing, I want to finish up the question that Conagray was trying to ask, because I wrote that question down earlier. You said here, Cecilia, that you made the speaker, and if he wants you to break him, you can break him, and that you don't want anything from him. But you could go to a court in the United States, divorce is what you say you want. You can get dissolution of marriage by just filing your paper, and if he cannot prove or defend himself, after some time, it dissolved like it was never there. Why didn't you choose that path? That's my first question. Then I have a question for Vermont.
The first thing when I file, if you go to the court documents, you see that I was only filing for my debts. There was nothing about divorce even in my mind, because I have been in it for, you know, at the time almost 10 years. So all I wanted was my property and my money. But his actions, because I'm doing everything I'm doing is based on his actions. Like I said, I can wake up tomorrow morning and go to the US and do what I want to do, all based on his actions. So when I first filed, there was nothing about divorce even crossing my mind. All I wanted was my debt and my property. That was it. And then he started being very arrogant, you know, threatening and sending some threatening, you know, words to me through people that knew us. So I said, oh, is that the case? You know what? Let me just take my divorce and go my way. So I was already in Liberia. That's where I filed. It was not like I came, you know, to file for divorce in Liberia. No, I know, like I said, marriage is universal, divorce is universal. So I could have done it anyway. So that's why I'm pursuing the process over there. And he doesn't accept the paper. The judge cannot just continue to hold me. Eventually, that we all know, you know, they will have to do default.
When Vermont came to your house, and she said that previously the speaker had told her that you were a sister. When she came to your house, how did the speaker introduce her to you?
What year is she talking about? Let's see the timeline.
What year was it that you went over to Madame Kuhn's house?
So I gave birth on 2015 February 4th. So between 2014 to 2015, between that time frame, I can't remember the exact time, but he had come from Liberia during Ebola time. You know, when her dad was visiting, that time your dad was visiting when your dad went home, he had just passed, that they come to the house there. Like I said, Mistress Kuhn, Erin, you have taken you to Dallas Airport before he dropped you off there. And that whole time I was pregnant. I took you to Dallas Airport. I know you're saying you don't remember me. You only remember the quarrel that me and you had, the conflict. You're saying that because I knew you were the wife. That's not true. I found out that you were married to Angeline Kuhn in Liberia. That's where my problem coming from, that I felt like I was being used. So it's not because of you there. And then I wouldn't be comfortable dropping into the airport if I know that you couldn't wife or something like that. I don't think I would be that brave to do that.
Vermont, let me ask you a question. When we go to Gibson, we gotta go on. We gotta go on. It's after 12 a.m. We gotta wrap this in a tea. Maybe verify with your last. Yeah.
1 second. So Vermont, you and the speaker don't have any matter in court as far as we are concerned. If he reaches out to you now and try to resolve your issue, I know you said all the information.
He advocating for the speaker, my man. The guy don't get child support. No,
we don't get
Leo alone yet. You hear talking about? Yeah, man. Gibson, I hear you. Yeah, they may trying to. The speaker get phone. He will call everybody.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Vermont, I got one question for you. Are you aware that if a man is married and you are filing a child support, the wife is equally responsible and you can claim back pay from Madame Cecilia Kuhn? You know that?
Yes, very much.
Okay, thank you very much. The other question I have for Cecilia, what you are filing for divorce now? What is the consideration of your divorce? Are you requesting for property? Are you requesting for settlement in money? What are you requesting?
Whatever the court feels are supposed to get per law. Whatever is in the law.
It's not open, Cecilia. If your lawyer filed a divorce, they will ask the court what they want. Do you want property to share the main property? Do you want money for him to settle you? What did your lawyer ask the court to do?
Which is none of your business. My lawyer will handle everything. I don't have to tell you my business. Like I said, within the purview of the law, whatever the law says I should get, I will get.
Okay, thank you very much, Gibson. Vermont, you kept going to ask.
Okay, let me just say this.
Gibson, we're done. Yeah, you got to understand that Madame Kuhn have to go home. It's after 12 p.m.
I know, but stand on. The divorce that she's seeking, she can file for default in Liberia and in America. The man does not have to sign any document. Okay, so it looked that Cecilia does not want to divorce Speaker Kuhn. I think she still want to be with Speaker Kuhn.
Okay.
Do you know it's the process? Jerry, do you know it's the process? I cannot get jumper in the Georgia Sound. It's a process. So you go through the first step. If the man cannot be spared, and they go to other things. It's a process.
I'm going to leave Jerome. Jerome like you, that how you can behave if you see fine woman. Leave him alone. Kev, let's hear you.
But Cecilia, and I will speak to you and I want Madam and
Vermont.
Vermont should be and on the line here. I think it's upon you to help here. There's a child here. This man used both of you guys. I think you should stand up to help Ms. Vermont in order for her to get support for this child. I think she needs you, and I think you need to help. You know, she says some things here. She said, and some of the things that she talked about, she said, if I'm done with you, you will kill yourself. These are some of the things you spoke earlier about this man, how dangerous he is.
Mm-hmm.
Velma said it.
Mm-hmm.
And said, even her child, threatening her child. I think as a mother, I'm pleading to you to help this woman because we are dealing with a dangerous man. Very, very dangerous man in our society. We saw him doing the speakership. We saw what he did. By the way, let the people know that you're a Unity Party partisan and you help bring this government to power. You're not a sedition anymore. You're a Unity Party partisan, by the way. So I need you to speak on it too and let the people know that.
All right. So
tell a second, Stanton, tell a second. I want the world to know openly that Richard Coon is a pedophile. He is a pedophile because his family, them, even buzz him a phone to say this woman was underage. And matter of fact, some of them want to consult her to come on the show and say this woman was pedophile. Some of them try to consult
so that hold you right there. That's hold you right there. See, Cass. Only Vermont can speak to that. She said she was in 9th grade. She didn't give her age, but you know, it's around 14 or 15 years old. And again, we will leave that with Richard Coon to clear the air. But I want to say Doris Arida is here. But before Vermont, we got to let go of you and we'll be talking to you again. You got anything else to say to us before you leave us? We have another mother to Richard Coon, 2 children. I'm getting information. I will be calling her. She wanted to talk about Richard Coon. She said, Richard Coon got 3 kids and child support. And she said, COC, how much Richard Coon paying in child support? Wow. She will come and tell her story. How much Richard Coon is paying in child support? Wow. Okay, so we'll put it up. She will tell her story. But Vermont, you got anything to close up on? And then we'll talk to you after the show. You want to say any final thing, Vermont?
Yes, I just want to say thank you for bringing me on the show. Compliment of the season. And one last thing, my uncle Emmerich Benson Nicole, he was here the whole time through everything. He knows everything, and he's one of those that been there with me and my son the whole time. You know, the other ones took me to the hospital, gave birth, everything. Like I said, I was left a week before I gave birth. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Vermont. My Christmas on you, yeah? And we'll talk again. Thank you. All right. So we said thanks to Vermont for joining us. Doris, quickly, welcome to the show. We'll give Cecilia the last word. But who are you and why are you here? What are you going to say on this program?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, my name is Doris Irede. I'm from Nigeria. Richard Coon is my blood brother from Ma. Cecilia Coon is Richard Coon's sister. Cecilia Coon, look at my face very good and say you don't know me. Because I was surprised seeing you on a show talking about your own blood brother from the same father. The same father. I remember when Richard Coon went to America to meet you. Yes. Richard Coon and Gifty went to America. They were staying in the same house with you. They were staying in the same house with you, Cecilia. They were staying in the same room. You know that Gifty and Richard were loving. You know, Richard never denied child support for any woman. Richard never. Saying that on the show today, saying all manner of things about your own blood brother. What you lying for? And you lying so you don't know me? You lying? What are you gaining, Sisia? What are you gaining?
Doris, let's get something straight. It's good to have you on. And again, Sisia is okay, and we appreciate her. But you say you are the sister to Richard Coon from man?
Yes, from the same man.
Okay. So, do you know Cecilia? Have you met her?
I have not met Cecilia.
Okay.
Cecilia has been in America for long. Yes. Yes. Okay. I was born in Liberia. 92. I went back to Nigeria. My man took me to Nigeria. I've been in Nigeria since. Cecilia, if you say Richard Coon is not your brother, all the thing I want to ask Cecilia, can you do DNA with Richard Coon?
Doris, hold on 1 minute, and that's why we brought you on the show.
Yes, I can hear you.
That's why we brought you on the show. You know, people want to come and speak. I said, no, Richard will come and talk for himself. So let's just get something straight.
Yes.
So you Richard Coon, younger sister or older sister?
No, younger sister.
Younger sister. So Richard Coon, man,
yes, and the older sister right now, and the older sister from his man that died because all my siblings is dead. So the older sister right now. Older sister from Richard Coon now.
Do you recognize anyone in this picture?
Yes, I know the black lady in the picture. Coon, she's a Coon too, and I see her standing right here in between them.
Who are the two gentlemen in this picture?
They are all siblings.
What's their name?
I can't remember their names, but Richard Coon is there. There's two gentlemen, I can't remember their name, but I know this other lady, the black one. I know her very well. Very well. She knows me very well.
So hold on. What year did you leave Liberia?
92.
92.
Yes, 92. Yep. So I've been in Nigeria since.
And these are Richard Coon brothers.
And sisters, yeah.
And you don't know
I
them?
know the lady. I know them. Listen to me now. I say I was very young when I left Liberia. I know Richard Coon's father very well, Mr. Coon. I know him very well. My mom, we left for Liberia 92. She took me back to Nigeria.
Okay.
And she came back to Liberia, but I did not follow her. I did not come back to her. No.
So have you met, again, let me ask you.
I can hear you. I'm hearing you.
Have you met Madame Coon, Madame Cecilia Coon?
I said no. I only saw her on video call when Richard was in America. When Richard went to America to meet her. Even the second woman she's talking about, Richard married. I saw her, even, wow, they said Christina. Yes, I can remember Christina. Christina Coon. Christina went to, Cecilia went to Christina's house. They took a photo together. I'm trying to look for that photo on my Google. Cecilia, if you say you don't know me, you remember when Christina told you the clothes I sold for her, I sent it to her, and you told me to send your own. You remember? And you lying, you just lying. You say you don't know me.
So are you saying
you say you don't know Doris? Cecilia?
Do you tell us whether Cecilia and Richard married?
Richard, let me explain the whole story. Let me explain how the whole thing happened. When Richard went to America,
Cecilia and Richard got married, whether they ever tied a knot in court or in the church.
No. Richard told me that he wanted to do something. Richard called the old man because the old man was with me. Richard called my mom, and I was the one that picked the call. Richard said, "Oh, Doris, I came to America because they brought my mom back to Nigeria to me after Richard left for America." So Richard called me and said, "Oh, Doris, Cecilia said we must go get married. I want green, is it green card or something?" Then I said, "But why can you marry? How can you marry Cecilia? Cecilia is your sister." He said, "No, he just want to do this thing for green card." And Cecilia told him that Richard should give her one of his house. And she said now what I said that she didn't want make Richard. How did you make Richard? You say you made Richard because you never made Richard. She said Richard should give her one of his house.
Center, I've been listening to the lady. When I said there, and she continued to.
Cecilia, you are lying. I don't want to I don't want to insult you. I respect you very well. But if you are claiming that Rachel Kuhn is not your sister, then
Madam Kuhn,
I don't know.
Madam Kuhn,
I don't know. She said you never see me.
Yeah, Madam Kuhn, you will have your time to address. We got to end this with one.
Control her, man. Control her.
Yes, I will.
Nigerian people are very, very aggressive.
Yeah, Madam Kuhn.
You just showed that your background with Richard. He's a Nigerian. Control yourself.
Madam Kuhn will give you the chance to speak. Doris, hold on 1 minute, Doris.
You can't be acting rude like
Doris, hold on 1 minute. We have to address this issue. So let's hear you. And let's just answer the question, please. Yeah, okay? You don't have to attack Madam Cecile Kuhn. Just answer the question. Take us back to when Richard Kuhn said to you that he just wanted paper, right? That's what we left.
He told me he and Gifty never even knew that Cecile and Richard wanted to get married. You understand me? Richard Kuhn called my old man and say, "Oh, I want to get people in America. I want to work in America." You understand? I want to work. I think after the Ebola time, something, I want to work. The old man said, "No problem." Then he said Cecile is requesting for a horse. That Richard Kuhn should sign a horse to her, one of his property. And I told him, he said, "No, but why would Cecile do like that?" She said that your older sister, if she want to help you, she should help you. Then Richard was not even into politics. He was not even thinking about going into politics. And I told him, I said, "Don't do it." So I never knew when they went to do it. Later, when they were staying in the same house, Richard Kuhn was paying rent to Cecile in Cecile house in America. Richard was paying rent to Cecile. Richard was feeding Cecile. And Cecile can stand today and open her mouth and say, "She made Richard Kuhn." How did you make Richard Kuhn? He's my blood.
Doris, thank you very much. You just confirming on live television, even if it is true, that Cecile is the sister to Richard Kuhn, that Richard Kuhn went in there to lie to the American government for documentation. That's what you just confirmed. But let hold you there. Cecile, let's give you the chance to seriously. Cecile, please, let's give you the chance to address.
Yeah, first of all, I do not know this Nigerian lady.
Oh my God! Thank you, Jesus. Don't have mercy on you.
Your baba, your juju you bring when I reach me, mama. I do not know this Nigerian lady. I have never seen her in my life. I just recognize the last name already because her mom name is Lucky already. They are all Nigerians. Like I stated here today, she just confirmed to the Liberian people that Rachel is a Nigerian. Okay? She come here to attack me on what? On what? Rachel goes around, any story he want to explain, I want he will explain. Everybody got their own story that he explained to them. Everybody got their lies that he lied to them. Okay? So he must have told you, "Oh, I want this. I want it for paper." He did not tell me he wanted it for paper. So that your own story what he told you. He must have gone to the other woman and said, "Oh, that my sister. Bring her in the house while I'm going to work." You understand? That her own story. So he's a liar. You just showed that he's a pathological liar. So watch your man and that be speaker of our country. You need to tell her in his resignation. You don't know me. I never seen you. Never seen you. Whatever Richard told you is what you believe in. Whatever he told all the other women is what you believe in. And that's it.
Thank you very much. We want to say to you, Sister Doris, thank you for coming on.
No, from nowhere.
It's good that we gave you the chance. You came on. We do
God, I bet you, Cecile, you will regret it. This thing you're doing today, I bet you will regret it. And in fact, you are not doing Cecile.
You can't do nothing to me. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. In Jesus' name.
I never met you. I am a strong woman of God. God, my name is Cecile. I don't want nothing from you.
Thank you very much. We got to let you go. I'm sorry. Cecile is the guest. We got to give her the last one. All right, Cecile, Madam Kuhn, we want to say thank you. Thank you for being on the show today, ladies and gentlemen. We got to leave it there. You can decide. You listen to the girlfriend Vermont. We have another And another woman is coming up about Rachel Kuhn and child support issue. And we listen to your story. Christina Tour will be invited on the show. If you want to come on, we wish her well. Mansi, let me ask you a question. What's Rachel Kuhn's father's full name? People are asking.
Samuel Kuhn.
Samuel Kuhn, okay.
Used to be in the police.
Okay. Thank you very much. You want to close up the show, man? It's been a wonderful program.
Yes, father. Who said he wasn't sure whether the mother or even the pregnancy was for him.
Let's give you the last one, Madam Kuhn. Let's give you the last word. Do your closing. It's good to have you on always. Thank you.
So I have come to the Liberian people to debunk some lies that have been going around, to show you exactly who your speaker is. He's nothing but a criminal. He goes around, leaving children all over the place. Thank God some of the women were able to come and say he's not even supporting the children. I'm calling on those women that have children by Rachel. If Rachel is not paying child support, come to me. I will help you. I will pay for lawyer. You go get your child support. Velma, I'm a woman. I wouldn't sit here and a man will not support his child. I'm surprised. I'm very much surprised. So that's to show you how irresponsible Rachel is. So do whatever you have to do to support your child. I must say I got children. Okay? So another thing, he don't want to take the divorce. He holding and pulling. I got nothing for him. Take your divorce, walk away. You don't do it. The judge cannot hold me responsible and the judge cannot hold me liable forever. One day the judge going to knock the gavel and I'm going to get my divorce. As simple as that. So that's all I have to say. Tender in your resignation. You don't fit to be a speaker. Your Nigerian people can't do nothing to me. I just show you you're Nigerian and they coming on to attack me. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. Your blood clot that you in, you kill all your family. The woman just said it, yeah. She the only one alive. You know what you did with your family? And nothing you can do to me. You also run to Nigeria. I know you also run there to come back because they're about to move you. So you run there again to go fortify yourself. But one of those trips will be your end. Nothing you can do to me. And I defy you. So that's all I have to say.
Again, Madam Kuhn, we say thank you very much for taking your time. Actually, over 4 hours joining us. We do appreciate. This is what Spoon Talk is about, where we come to discuss issue of national concern. Through the conversation, we didn't make mention the name Madela Cooper because it's not our business who she did or who Richard Cooper did. We are on this subject because he's the Speaker of the Republic of Liberia, the third in line. We got women calling, we got these different immigration allegations. And again, to each his own. To all of you joining us up there, after Cecilia Paul Kuhn, please, we'll open the phone line. You can stay with us. We're gonna hear your side of this story. What you have heard so far, what's your take? Madam Kuhn, thank you very much. May God bless you. We're ending the show. No 30 seconds. We're ending the show. No 30 seconds. I back here. We're ending the show. We want to say, Madam Kuhn, thank you very much for coming in. We do appreciate you. Please have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Please.
All right. Thanks to the Spoon family. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nelson, please make sure that Madam Kuhn safely leave the compound, and then we will bring you on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Wanted to ask you that she why you should attack me on our live. That's all I wanted to ask.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in the Prophet Key tone. That's all, folks. This is big, Russell. Emmanuel, this is huge. We are talking with the Speaker of the Republic of Liberia, child support, immigration fraud, marriage for document, like, come on, great.